last time, you all finally confronted the people you assumed you had been watching you all night, while on the road to clear out some bandits. Assumed. Luckily, these happened to be the bandits you were sent to clear out in the first place. Handily enough. After fighting your way through to the inner chamber, you were met by a one Dalrin Bordeaux who you struck a deal with. In exchange for some gold and a small lie, you allowed him to leave. He thanked you and offered to give you work if you looked him up in Gaelin, and disappeared. You made your way back to the Rhine for a well-deserved rest to receive your reward. You then headed to your long-awaited destination of Gaelin. Along the way, you became more acquainted with the various fungus that grow in the forests of Cetera. At the same time, you managed to meet a denizen of the olive orchard that borders the road to Gaelin. The following night, you happened to see a familiar sight of an Alberon moving company wagon traveling swiftly through the night, during which you noticed another box had fallen from the wagon.
Yeah, Cinnamite box.
Though this time, it didn't seem to contain a fire snake. Finally, you arrived, a bit nervous, maybe even a little awestruck, at the sheer size and beauty of this place. You stand before the great golden and white arches that make the main gate to the city of Gaelin. It is, a little after morning, and you are now facing the largest city any of you have ever seen. What would you like to do? You have many things to do in Gaelin, lots of people to talk to, lots of opportunities here.
Well, I feel like we should probably deliver this puzzle box.
Sure.
Pretty quickly, because I don't want to be responsible for anybody else's property, but...
Also,
as
we
far
don't
as,
know what it does.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this thing's worth more money away from me than anywhere near me, so...
This is a fair point.
Yeah, heck, at this point, we know those guys. They might give us some work while we're there, or...
Well, they've offered us work, so, I mean, if we needed work, we could probably just talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe a
All right,
reward. So we need to look up the Alberon Moving Company. Well, what time of day is it? You said?
It's just after morning. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think we should probably locate someone who looks like they know what's going on.
Maybe a
guard
map
or
of the
something.
city.
There's definitely guards, you notice, out front. And actually, as you look around, you notice there's 4 or 5 guards on either side of these large, rounded archways that make up the main gate. There's 4 or 5 standing around each rounded edge, and
Okay.
make a perception check.
Oh, this
All
is
of us?
always
Just
Okay.
five.
there sure are some guards standing around.
There are.
You sure do see him.
Look, Patrick knows only what the DM tells me. Quinrin's a fucking idiot.
That's it. And Quinrin, you notice that there's some guards there that you probably ask for directions should you need them.
Well, it seems like a great first step. So I will ask, I guess, the closest guard, because I'm lazy.
Okay.
We're just off the road. We've recovered a piece of cargo, and we want to return it to the Albion Moving Company.
Oh, you're looking for Alberon Moving Company.
Alberon. Albion is from Fable.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but if you go down the main thoroughfare for not too long, make a left. It's just down the next, cut across the alley. It'll be the next road over. Big building, can't miss it.
Big building, can't miss it. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right, boys.
Off to Alberon Moving Company.
Welcome to Gaelin.
Thank you.
That was funny. Alberon.
Off to the Alberon Moving Company.
Shit's never where you're looking for it at.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's the one.
So you all take his direction. You make your way down the road a little bit, down the main thoroughfare, and the The place is beautiful. The people are beautiful. Everything about this place is a bit captivating to take in. You make your way down the streets. You see the.
Do we see anything of note on our travel? Just anything crazy that catches our eye?
Are you looking for something specific?
Like the world's largest ball of twine? Or...
Yeah, right. Are you looking for a tourist attraction? Or are you just looking for something? Are you just trying to take in the
largest
sights?
olive in town?
Is there like a giant
I mean,
tower
so
that
I
dominates
assume-
the skyline?
I
or...
assume as a guy who fancies himself a bit of a kitchen wizard, I would probably be interested in anything along those lines. Any like giant grand restaurants or anything.
Ripley's Wax
We
Museum.
We do be eating.
We do be eating.
eating.
I would say just taking a look around, it doesn't seem like anything quite like that just inside of the city where you all are headed. The directions that he's given you have not taken you too far in just yet.
Okay.
So there's kind
Okay.
of, the main gate and then some space. And then, the buildings
That kind of
begin in
envelops
from
around
there.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you walk in, you find the alley pretty quickly. It's the first one on the left that leads between the buildings. And as you come into the alley, you notice the buildings are quite close together, but it's quite shady overhead. And as you look up, you see that there are flowers and vines and all sorts of greenery grown over top between the buildings and between the balconies and on balconies and hanging out of windows.
That sounds pretty.
See, now that's something that would stand out.
There,
It looks like some druid shit.
it's quite pretty. All of the streets here, you notice too as you're walking around, they're all patterned cobblestone, laid out in a pattern that leads down in every direction that the streets lead out to, and where there are buildings just in front of the buildings, there are actually raised slabbed sidewalks for travel, because the
Fancy.
streets are relatively full of carts coming and going.
Look at you being
Just
part
like
of the
us.
part of a local metropolis.
So for those of you who are traveling on foot, now might be a time to decide whether or not you're going to walk next to the cart on the sidewalk, or if you're going to ride in the cart on the street.
I assume that I'm just in the seat most of the time because I'm always with the donkeys
Yeah, I
for
have
speed purposes.
I have little legs.
Yeah, I'll walk.
All right.
I can
I'll
keep
walk as
up.
well.
I'll walk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We put the munchkins up front.
Luckily enough, it takes you not much time to get to it, but you do finally see that you get to the alley, and it is just wide enough to get your cart down. As long as nobody else is coming the other way down the alley, shouldn't be an issue.
I'm gonna look both ways.
All right, that's probably a good call.
I might be a defensive driver if anyone's wondering.
And you
I'm
turn
responsible.
make your way into the alley. It is just wide enough to get the cart down. So would the rest of you be walking behind the cart or in front of it?
I
Walk
guess
in
I'd be
front
in
of
front
Deborah
of it
if you
because I don't
dare.
want to step in shit if I don't have to. At least not that fresh.
Okay, fair enough.
Reason.
All right, so yeah, you all make your way through the alley, and as you come out of the alley, you see directly in front of you quite a large building with two very large open bay doors and a big sign above it that says Alberon Moving Company. And just inside there are a couple of carts that look like they're being loaded up, packed with all sorts of things. They look like they're getting ready to head out on a trip.
Well, good. I don't want to touch this box any more than possible.
I would say
Are you the one that has it?
It's in the cart.
Oh, it's just
Gorna, Zilgrim, and Garuk. You all notice one particular half-elven gentleman with a big, bristly handlebar mustache, balding on top, with kind of a ring of gray hair around his head, with a clipboard in his hand, taking notes. Who look like he might be in some sort of in-charge position here.
Perhaps one of us should talk to administration over there. Maybe he knows
yeah,
where the box belongs.
yeah,
All right.
sure should.
I will walk up to the half-elven gentleman.
All right. He's sitting there writing on a clipboard, pretty aggressively. He's pretty into it at the moment.
Excuse me, sir.
Hi there. Hey, how can I help you?
We have found some lost merchandise.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
Cargo, I think, is.
Yeah.
Cargo. Is it ours? You think it belongs to us? What happened?
Yes, it near our camp. It had fallen off of one of your wagons.
Yeah. All right. Well, sounds about right. Well, what you got? What'd you find?
Follow me over here and I'll show you.
All right, then.
I'll lead him to the wagon and show him the box in the back of our
Box in the back of the wagon.
Yeah.
Box in the back of the
All
wagon.
right. He takes a look and he says, "Oh, well, all right. Well, I'll check the logs and see if we're missing anything. Yeah, I'll be right back." He turns around, he walks off, disappears into the building for a little bit. He's gone for kind of an inordinate amount of time. You start to think, this guy's probably just straight ignoring us. But he does come back eventually, and he comes back and says, "Hey, yeah, sorry about that, dear. It's been really a hell of a last month. But yeah, I did find we are missing a puzzle box out of one of our deliveries, and we appreciate the return of that. Yeah, we can offer you some gold for the return."
Any contributions would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, well, alrighty then. You just bring that box on in here. Step into my office.
I'll pick up the box and step into his office.
That's right.
Do you all follow him?
Yeah,
I'll follow.
All right, as you come in, you
all standing in his office.
you hear.
I imagine
you
it's
all,
tiny.
So you all walk into the main doors where the two wagons are being loaded with cargo and being strapped up. And as you go back, you can see that there's a staircase on either side of the back of the building that leads up to a balcony that wraps all the way around the second floor of the building above the doors that you couldn't see earlier. And in the back of the building, there's an office that runs along the back of it. And as you're being led around to the back, you hear, "Hey! Hey! Hey!" And you turn around and you see someone waving.
I'm gonna just start waving back.
All right, yeah. Yes, hey! You all helped out with the fire snake. I remember you.
Did it make it safely to its location?
Yeah, sure did. We really appreciate that. Couldn't have done that without you. Hey, Donda, we know them. Yeah, it's real good there. Good for you. All right. Anyway, leads you all up to his office, and you all go in. And it's actually a relatively large space. There's a lot of filing cabinets in a lot of places. There's papers stacked on desks and stuff. It's not completely in disarray, but it seems like he's got some sort of organization to it. There's a couple of papers that you see really quickly on his desk that are just laying there. Have a couple of ring stains on them from where he may have set morning coffee or tea a couple of times. And he sits on down at the desk and says, "All right, there, yeah, we go. That thing would be worth about, here. Yeah, it was 25 gold for the return of the backs. We really appreciate that. And seems like some of the boys out there recognize you guys. You helped him out with the fire snake delivery."
Yeah,
sure did.
The box containing the fire snake fell off their wagon, and we helped them put it back in the cage.
Yep,
Yeah.
I shoved that thing right back in the cage.
Well, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It ain't real easy to transport, nor is it easy to recage one of them after they're out and very angry like that, so gotta hand it to you. You're not interested in any work, are you? We could always use a couple extra competent hands.
Not at the moment, but here shortly, we might be looking for some work.
Well, come back and see us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Send you all over the place. You take fire snakes and all sorts of things.
Oh,
That sounds
boy.
exciting.
Exciting.
It does.
All right, then.
The donkeys
All
would
right.
love that.
Take 25 gold and
Head back out the way I
Yeah.
came in, I suppose.
He looks down at his desk and just sort of scratching at his head and picking papers up a little bit, trying to figure out where he left off.
I feel that. Deep in the soul. Working man.
Bring home the bacon.
Oh, don't say bacon.
So
Where
what's
to
next
next?
in Gaelin?
Well, I think you're looking for a temple.
Yeah.
You're looking for a temple.
Yep.
You're looking for
Nosferatu.
stuff.
What?
The pale guy that said he was
Oh,
the captain of that ship.
Right. I'm just looking for Nosferatu. Don't worry about me.
Where's that in my notes?
Fucking
How,
what?
how did you miss that?
Jesus, yeah, right? I think I put an asterisk by that or something.
You think I put an X?
Nosferatu with like 9 lines under it.
What?
The highlighter over here.
Yeah.
Just in case.
No, lines, thank you.
So I assume we'll be talking
No
on our
highlighting.
way back to like the main road, I guess.
I suppose. Well, you three have a thing here.
Did
Yes.
you? I
Your
need-
thing is very ambiguously up and open.
Yeah.
And my thing is food.
Uh,
I've already done significantly more on this adventure than I had ever planned on doing in my entire life.
Wow.
Kind of same.
Way ahead of the game.
did,
Yeah.
while we all head off in our separate ways, did you guys want to make plans to meet up sometime? Make plans on possibly...
Well, if we're both looking for temples, we should both probably head to the temple district together. Easier
Yeah.
than
Well,
getting lost.
yes.
I'm looking for an inn called the Radiant Orchard Inn.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna ask the guys at one of the dudes at Alberon before we leave if any of them know where the Radiant Orchards Inn is.
They absolutely do. One of them goes, "Oh well, didn't realize in the presence of someone so fancy." But yeah, I can tell you how to get there.
Is it?
Oh.
I've never even been to the place.
Oh, you're in for a treat then. Points you in the direction of the inn, which I believe. Not sure I got this right. Yes, he points you in the direction of the inn, which is on near the middle of the city. He tells you relatively exactly how to get there. He tells you that it's also next to the big museum, which you can't miss.
That sounds like a threat.
I've never been to a museum, let alone a big museum.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a museum either.
There is apparently a museum here in Gaelin.
A museum to what?
Maybe they have olive information in there.
Is it an olive museum?
No, not really. The same guy you're talking to, getting directions from. He says, well, it's more like a private collection put on display, and then he puts money back into the city with the donations he gets from the museum and his eclectic display of
Who's
arts
he?
and craft. Oh, yeah, he.
The mysterious he.
Not to be confused with him.
Oh, right.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Right.
that'd be Mr. Draylin.
Mr. What now?
Draylin, Draelin, like Gaelin. Or Dralen, I'm sorry. Like Gaelin, Gaelin, but Draylin. It's their last name. Yeah, the Draylins own it.
First name, Mr.
Mister.
Mr. B.
Major.
I take it not from here.
No,
No.
we're from all over the place, but not here.
Oh, you ever been here?
No.
Oh.
Nope, first time in Cetera.
Oh!
Yeah, we're from across the ocean.
Yeah.
Tourists. Well, welcome.
I am.
Pilgrims. Some of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you some advice. If you find anything you want here, hold tight to your coin purse.
Oh. Thanks for the info.
Thanks for
Keep
the...
a weathered eye. Don't just buy anything anyone's trying to sell you. You find anything you want in Gaelin, can also get your throat slit. It's a beautiful place. Just don't scratch too deep.
Noted.
Thanks for the warning.
Anyway, have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm having so many mixed feelings all of a sudden. I'm gonna go check on my donkeys.
They're up on blocks.
Yeah.
One block just in the middle
Yeah,
of the
right in the
donkey.
middle of the donkey.
They've removed his 4 legs. Bit bridle. Cart.
They never stood a chance.
My man's has 1 ear.
No! Horrifying.
But he does give you pretty detailed directions to the inn that you're looking for.
Excellent. Good to know. Thank you so much.
Yep. Anytime.
So you guys,
So should that
are
be,
we all
We don't
splitting up, or should
Have
we?
to, but we do all have places to be.
Yeah.
Where I want to go is an inn.
Should that be where we meet up after we all finish our separate business?
Sounds like it's a fancy inn, and we just got fancy inn money, depending on how we want to split. That
I like the way
I love
that
that.
I like the way that the world's God just laughed at us.
I just love it that you said we got fancy in, but we highfalutin now.
Last time I went
We
to
can
a
check it
temple, they
out,
gave
I mean-
me a room. So if I don't have to spend money, since I don't have like a money-making job, then
I like the quotes there.
I just kind of don't have money.
I'm a freeloader.
Some people might call me a leech.
Those people don't know the glory of Melora, but that's not my business.
I think it's actually
Either
completely
way,
your business.
if I get a fancy good room, no,
Crusade,
I'm not. I'm not
crusade.
here to convert people. I'm here for my own stuff. Not that kind of cleric. I'm not all preachy, you know.
That's good for us, I think, probably.
It's worked out so far, so I'm not upset about it.
I was gonna say.
I will probably.
Not very pushy.
I don't have anywhere to be, so maybe I will follow
just go.
Borna to this here Radiant Orchid. Because the temple's not going to give me a room.
No.
Oh.
I guess same, honestly, 'cause when you put it that way,
Yeah.
I don't want to go sleep with the donkeys.
You would remember that there were letters supposed to be being sent to you through Garuk at the
The
Temple
At
of
the Temple
Cord.
of Cord.
That's true. Dang.
That sounds very elaborate.
Yeah. Well,
They worked it out that way.
yeah. The,
Yeah, true. I have it written down. I was just looking at that. So I
yeah.
guess I
We
shouldn't-
didn't have a permanent residence or any place for letters to be sent, so
Oh.
I offered.
You
For-
all also have opportunity to meet Dalrin here again. Should
We
you
do.
choose.
We do at the Greasy
yeah.
Pit or something like that.
You're just the best at names.
Yeah.
Olive Pit.
The Olive Pit.
Greasy
Yeah.
No, that's that bag you keep on your head.
Yeah. Hey, and it works
Have
too.
you topped that thing off in a
I
while?
don't have to. It's only a tad to
Is it
do what I.
smelling okay?
Don't worry about what it smells like.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's butter.
Or, yeah, order a Golden Gorge wine at the Olive Pit.
I do like food.
It's true.
Let's.
I don't know if we want to go looking for the leader of a band of thieves this afternoon or what, but
Well, I mean, we can figure out what these guys are doing and then see what the night holds. You know, might be time for a crazy party.
I don't know. I'd rather work for the moving company if we're doing anything immediately. They just seem so nice, and they were happy to see us.
it's true.
It's nice
We
to have
know
friends
Dalrin
in a
will be
big
happy to
city.
see us.
We
Some
haven't even made it
legitimate-
to see Dalrin yet. We don't know if he'll be happy to see us.
Some
freaks me out.
legitimate employment would certainly
Maybe there's a major smear campaign going on. He's
maybe
actually a
benefit
good
our
guy.
reputation.
I don't
Slightly.
know. I didn't get
Wow.
the
Yep.
goodest guy vibes from him, you know?
Who?
I don't know.
Dal-
I mean,
Dalrin?
Yeah, Dalrin.
Yeah, I got fishy dude vibes from that guy.
Oh no, he's a tiefling. He's not a fish.
Oh.
That's not why I had the vibes. It was for different
Well.
reasons.
All right.
Because you're a cleric and he's a tiefling. We get it. You're
No,
right.
that's not why.
That's not it! That's not it!
It was more the
I was trying
telling
not to
us
die.
outright that he could murder us, I think.
Rude.
But he didn't, so clearly he likes us.
Oh, sure, I didn't say he wasn't friendly. He
We'll
just
see.
scares the crap out of me.
I
Okay.
wouldn't say he was friendly. I would say he was professional.
I mean,
He wasn't.
No, he was a coward.
He wasn't
He
immediately
thought we were going to
threatening.
kick his ass, so he
Money.
bribed us.
or
You think
whatever.
so?
Well, that's what group thinks.
At any rate, let's get what how do we want to do this? Do you guys want to head to
Temple.
find the temples? I can
Probably
imagine that they
oughta.
were
Yeah.
probably they're probably not
Because we
super
might be
far
able to just
apart.
end the night at the inn that she needs to go to, right?
Well, it's still
If we all go.
relatively.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
pretty
but
early in
yeah.
the morning,
Yeah, in
so
the morning.
Yeah, we
We've
can
got all
always end up there. That's fine. If we want to travel with each other, if you don't want to break things up, we'll see more of the city that way. Kind of.
Well,
Well,
I feel like it's better to be together, right? Apparently.
It's
you can
true,
get
this
your
place is
throat
dangerous.
slit
You
for
don't wanna
buying
get-
things or
Go
something.
traveling alone.
That is what he said. You can get your throat slit for buying things.
those were the words
That
he
is
said.
definitely exactly what he said.
Buy some boots, we'll cut off your fucking feet.
However,
Now you look stupid with those little nubs and boots.
That fucking Deadwood.
Welcome to Gaelin.
Yeah.
can be combative.
Okay, well, I guess we'll all go to the temple.
The beautiful flowers and vines balance the vibe.
So,
Fine.
where do we have to pass through to get to the Temple of Cord? Is that who?
There's a temple district somewhere in the city.
Temple
Yeah.
District.
We just don't know where.
Yeah.
We
in
need to
relation
find
to
a map
here.
of this town.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
do.
I think, too.
I wonder if there's like,
Or
are there any stores
Yeah.
nearby?
I mean, it seems like we
Well,
can
we got a
ask for
map left.
directions.
it is a
fairly
fairly
faithfully,
large city.
but-
We could always just ask someone.
Might
It's
be
true.
good to have a reference. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I guess if we
Our
ask
last
someone-
attempt to buy a map was comical.
Yeah, I really hope this guy's got a cousin.
Well,
I
the
just-
two
his
that I've
son.
met were completely unreted.
As long
Is
as
there-
the map is
One was an
newer.
elf, one was
What
a
if it's
human.
his son, dude? We can find his
We
son.
are
Is there
looking
a
for
copper and
language.
silver store? That's the closest thing to a nickel and dime I can think of.
Copper and silvers. Do
The
you
one
all
schmeckle
want to spend
shop.
some time looking for a store that would sell a map?
Yeah, I feel like it would be good
I would rather just
practice.
ask someone if there was a place that we could get to.
Well, that's fine. I'll just stay in the cart and wait. Then we can do that.
You wrote in and asked
I'll
for
just sit here.
directions. I'll sit out here.
Can't be bothered with this bullshit, Zilgrim said.
I'm worried about leaving the donkeys because of the guy.
The guy.
Because of the guys.
Where have you all walked to now? You all left
back-
the Alberon Moving Company.
Yeah,
and you
back
headed
to
where?
the main
Okay,
street.
you went back through the alley. You went back to the main road.
Yes.
Okay, and now you are
Going
Towards
further
the
into the
Temple of
city.
going into the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking for the
Look-
temple district.
Yeah, temples.
So we're gonna stop and ask someone.
How about we
Where's
ask that
a good
same
place?
guard?
Make a perception check. See if you can find a guard.
12.
It takes you a minute. The streets are pretty busy. You all walk for quite a little bit, but you do eventually find a city guard.
I walk up to the guard. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where we might perhaps purchase a town map so that we could find our way around?
Map. Most of the inns have got one posted in them. And probably Alberon Moving Company. They host a series of cabs around the city, so they've probably got maps.
Oh, we were just there.
Oh. Yeah, I'd go back there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So they're also a cab company, huh?
Turns out.
They move people.
No questions asked, baby.
Anything. They'll move anything. That's what I wrote in my notes about them.
No questions asked. It's a
Alberon Moving Company. The less we know, the better.
Our employees are only employees,
That
but your
half-elf
package
guy
is a package.
That half-elf guy is sweaty in his office without a shirt playing with that puzzle box right now. It's
Oh
going to get real weird.
Such sights we can show you.
What about a
You
map?
all make your way back to the Alberon Moving Company, and actually, Danda is standing back outside with his clipboard again, going over things with the rest of the crew, making sure everything is tied down. He's flicking the straps a couple of times, saying that ain't going anywhere.
It'll fall off if you don't.
As he should. Yeah, it's what happened to the fire snake in the puzzle box. No
Yep.
one flicked the straps. That's what he's been getting on him about.
That's quality control right there. That's a good manager.
See, I knew it was a thing you had to do.
So
Yep.
I walk back up to him.
Oh, hey there, welcome back. Yeah, did you
Uh,
leave something, or did you find some more cargo? It fell off another cart.
No, sorry to bother you again so soon. We were wondering if we could perhaps see or possibly borrow or purchase a map to the city.
That's a lot of questions you got there. You can see one? Yeah, I imagine so. Borrow one, if you got a buddy that'll borrow you one, yeah. Sell you one, sure. Yeah, we got a bunch of them.
Okay, I would like to purchase one.
All right, yeah, all right there. I'll be right back. Let me go grab one. He walks over. He walks over to the wall where there's actually a whole box of them that are all like menus almost in a restaurant. They're all just stacked up, and he grabs one and he walks back over and he goes, "All right, there you go. That'd be 2 copper pieces."
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? You helped us out. Just go ahead and keep it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, hey, no problem, Derry. Come on back again if you need anything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Have a
Alright,
good day.
It's flicking straps. Yep, that ain't going nowhere. Nope. That one's tied down good. Great. So you all have now acquired a map of Gaelin.
Hey.
Do. Who has the map?
I assume since I talked to him, I do.
It bites you. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Now you've got Murpies.
No, it's a pretty well made map. It's nothing too special. It's got a couple of highlighted spots on it. It has the museum highlighted on it. It's got the Alberon Moving Company with a little star on it.
So, yeah, it'd be really easy to find all these places then.
Sure, yeah, you probably
Do we see the Temple District on there?
Yes, you do. You do, in fact. You see that it is in the... Let me orient myself here. It is in the southwestern side of the city.
And we came in through the north?
No, you came in actually through the immediate western middle of the city. You're coming from west to east.
Oh, okay.
The city walls are arched like this against the coast, and your entryway was right in the middle of the city walls and through the main gate.
So we mostly need to head south.
Yes, from where you all currently are from the Alberon Moving Company, if you headed straight south, back through the alley, down to the main thoroughfare, and then made your first right, it would take you straight to the Temple District.
That seems easy
Okay.
enough.
All right, well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
You're going to the Temple District with them?
I may as well. I think we decided we were all going to stick together until we went to the inn this evening. So
Okay. All right. You all happen to...
Plus, it's a chance to see some sights. See the city.
Okay.
yeah, I
Get
wouldn't
the
go.
lay of the land.
Yeah.
All right.
Such as it is.
You all begin to make your way south down the beautifully cobbled streets of Gaelin. People are everywhere. There's flora everywhere. There are hanging gardens grown and hung from the buildings where there are strings attached to some of the buildings across the streets and alleyways. There's even flowers and vines that grow from those strings. There are flowers and vines that grow out of the balconies of the sides of all of the homes and businesses that are around. You can hear birds, seabirds, squawking. You can feel ocean mist blowing on you in this whole city. It is perfect here. Absolutely perfect. The sweat's not beating up. but the breeze isn't cold. It's just wonderful. I need you all to make a perception check.
17.
15.
19.
9.
19.
What was yours?
17.
You suddenly feel a hand tug, or something tug, at your pouch.
I quickly turn around and grab whatever it is.
Make a dexterity check.
$19.
19. You whip around to grab, and you feel a hand. And as you grab down, you feel like you've got it. You've got this. You've got it. You turn around, and there's a kid in your hand. And as you look at this kid, his hand just slips right out of yours. And he disappears into the crowd. Make a perception check to try and keep up with him, to try and see where he went.
21.
He's gone.
Fuck
Urchins.
you.
Gone. That kid is fucking gone. And
Did he make
what
off
were the
with
rest
it?
of your? What were the
Oh,
rest of
mine
your
was
rolls?
low. I got a nice little.
I got a
9.
19.
15.
I got a 19.
You two both saw it,
We saw the urchin.
but you lost him in the crowd too.
Well, I believe that as well. I can only see so far as a gnome, even on a cart.
Just looking at feet.
Checking everybody's ankles out.
I know people
What
buy
did I
their
lose?
shoes.
Do you spend some time checking?
Yes.
All right. You all make your way over to the edge of the road and you check. You don't seem to have lost anything. You seem to have gotten him before he got a hold of anything.
That was a close one.
Yes.
Keeping a closer eye on our surroundings.
All right.
Do I see any street carts, like food vendors?
Make a perception check.
6.
Six.
Hey,
Do you see anything?
at all.
I would-
What
No,
is
nothing
sight?
up there.
The sights of the city are a bit overwhelming. There's a
Fair
lot
enough.
going on in the city, but I would say that because of where you are, you do see several carts selling food. Maybe, probably. You try one. See what's up. Walk up to it and see what they have. Maybe
Does it smell like food?
it kind of smells like the ocean at the moment with the 6.
Close enough.
Sure. What are you selling?
And the old lady sets a box up on the cart, and it's full of oranges.
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 I'll buy an orange. That sounds delicious. How much for an orange? I take the orange and give her a copper piece. Alright. I have an
Takes the box,
orange.
puts it back down again. Smiles.
Thanks. I wave hi. Yeah, bye. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna eat.
Got yourself an orange.
Yeah,
That's a big berry.
it's not exact. I don't know exactly what it is, but I mean, have I had any oranges before? Okay, well then I'm just gonna eat the orange.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
You don't know what these are?
It's sweet. It's delicious.
He only knows
Big
forest
berry.
berries, I bet.
It's not a squirrel berry, I can tell you that.
They're a lot smaller.
I bet they are.
Some of them are pretty big on certain squirrels.
I knew it.
I knew what a squirrelberry was this entire time. It's the most we've gotten out of you, I think, the
About
entire time we've
squirrelberries.
traveled
Yeah,
together.
it's true. So vague about squirrel berries all the time.
Would you be proud of it?
It's a secret
You say it's pretty good. I mean,
No, that's not really what squirrel berries are, though.
Hmm.
It was just a joke.
suspicious.
Fucking hammer on X over here.
this guy.
All right.
All right.
So
I'm
you all
eating an
eventually,
orange. It's
you all do
delicious.
eventually find your way to the Temple of Cord, unless there's anything else you'd like to look for along the way.
No, I
Nothing
feel like we
pressing.
should probably get closer to the temple so our purses don't get any lighter.
That's true. It's worrisome.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys aren't hungry.
I prefer my throat non.
Who says we're not hungry?
You didn't buy any oranges?
Because they weren't made of meat.
Meat orange.
Oh.
Please, no. Don't talk about meat in places it shouldn't be. It makes me all freaky.
Oh, but squirrel berries are completely fine.
It's like a blood
He says
orange.
that it's not part of the squirrel, and I'm choosing to believe that.
Blood oranges are like meat oranges, but they don't taste like
They
it.
bleed
They just
when you
look
poke
like
them.
It. They do bleed. They're the metalist of oranges. Everybody knows that.
Never heard of metal oranges before.
Yeah,
Bad for the teeth.
absolutely.
So you all do eventually make your way to the Temple of Cord. You would recognize it very easily by the symbolism on the front of the large
What's the
temple.
symbology behind
Yeah,
this?
fucking flip a table every time I hear it.
Symbolism.
So you would recognize it very easily by the symbolism on the front of the temple itself. And the temple itself is built much like everything else here, where it's white sandstone adorned with gold. But it is also adorned with symbols specifically of Cord the Stormlord. It's quite the large temple as well, dwarfing several of the other buildings that are near it.
Well, there it is, guys.
Mega church.
Nice.
It's beautiful. Is this where you are headed?
Yes. This is where I was being sent.
All right.
What'd you do that they sent you so far away?
Became a paladin.
He got promoted.
I got promoted.
Moving for work.
So yeah, you'd understand. He got promoted.
He doesn't understand because he's never had to work.
Promoted for
I work.
reassignment.
I have a steady job that I've been at forever.
Quinlan
But have
does
you ever
have
been promoted?
There's two positions in the place, owner and the owner's bitch. And since I ate the owner,
So no.
no, I just go collect things in the woods usually.
Like what?
Herbs, flowers, roots, mushrooms.
That special plant that he has growing back behind the shed.
Squirrel berries.
Squirrel baby. I didn't want to say it 'cause I feel like it was beating a dead horse.
Please continue to beat the dead horse.
Alright, so I head up, open the doors,
Okay.
and head in.
You go in, and you are immediately greeted by one of the clergymen who are sitting at the front of the temple. It is an orc in clergy robes with symbols of Cord on them, and he stands up and he says, "Welcome. What can I do for you? I see you are a paladin of the church." He looks you up and down at your armor and the symbols on it.
He sleeps in that shit.
Yes. I was sent here by my series commander, Roland. From...
Are you here for reassignment?
Yes, I was recently promoted to Companion at Arms.
Well, excellent. Then next door is the barracks. You will head to the barracks. Companion at Arms, Karuk Iron Tusk. You will be answering to Commander Eros Draylin.
I was told to report to Captain Orstrom.
No, Captain.
Or, no, never mind. Never mind.
There's no
That's
Captain Orstrom here. You are
That's
reporting
the
to
wrong-
Eros Draylin.
Aerostrelin. Yeah, my mistake. I got my notes mixed up. I don't know why I wrote that weird.
Orstrom was your captain.
Yes, I know.
You did
That's-
report to Captain Orstrom.
You did that already, yes.
Yes, that was in between my notes on the temple, and I don't know why I put it there.
No, taking is hard.
Sorry, that's where you were told about Orstrom and how you'd be getting here to Cetera.
Yes. Okay. What was his name again?
Eros Draylin.
That's he. Gaelin?
Mm-hmm. That name does sound awful familiar.
Owns the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Or could be a member of the same family. at
Yeah,
least.
member of
Might
the
not
same
be the
family.
same. Yeah, might not be the same Draylon.
Something.
Okay, so I head out to find Arrows Draylin.
The barracks, which you were told are right next door, are pretty easy to see. The building is far less decorative than most of the other buildings that are around it, considering it is a soldier's barracks. But you can hear, as you approach, coming from around the building and from the other sides of it, the sounds of training and fighting.
So I head into the barracks to have a look around and see if I can find.
Okay. As you go to make your way in, you step in, and the guards in front of the doors hold their hands up to the rest of you.
Oh, this is no big surprise.
That's fair.
This is, sorry,
I don't want to be in a barracks anymore.
Paladins
so
of
it's
Cord.
okay.
no other admittance.
That's quite
Fair
all
enough.
right.
I kind of like to look around the main temple anyway.
Please, feel free. The temple is open to everyone.
Cool. So,
Let's go admire the
you go have fun with your, like
have
if you
fun
have
playing
to,
with your new friends.
yeah, you've probably got some training videos to watch and some papers to sign. or-
What's a video?
yeah.
Yeah, but I've never been promoted.
All right, so you make your way into the barracks, and inside there is a clerk at a desk who looks up at you. Doesn't say anything, just waits.
I'm looking for Arrows Draylin.
That's Commander Eros Draylin.
My apologies.
It won't be me you're apologizing to. Door right behind me.
Right, I head through the door.
All right. There you see a dark elf sitting behind the desk. Long white hair. Can't see much of his face because he is currently looking down, writing on something, but he seems to be a rather well-built, quite fit individual. Not wearing armor, but wearing dress attire. And as you walk in, he looks up at you and he says, "Are you the new recruit?"
Yes. Garuk Iron Tusk.
Garuk Iron Tusk. Good. You've been sent here from Wildmount.
Yes.
Do you know why?
As part of my promotion.
Yes, but do you know why?
No, I was not informed why.
You show promise. And we think that your talents could be used here as part of an elite force. A secret force. One specifically designed to handle more sensitive, sometimes darker problems. I do enjoy Commander Roland's company, but I cannot always take it at face value. So, as of immediately, you are on assignment under me, and under no one else.
Understood.
You speak to no one else in the temple of what you are doing. And when you are finished, you report to me and no one else. There is a mine shaft on the other side of the orchard to the west. It's long been abandoned, but it is full of gnolls. The gnolls are plaguing the orchard. You are to go. You are to clear the mine shaft of gnolls, and you are to report back to me immediately. Return to me your findings. I want a full report. Go to your room. Put down your belongings. Make yourself comfortable. And then begin. Good day.
Understood, Commander. And I head back out.
He sits down and he begins to write again.
I head to whichever bunk I am assigned.
You don't know. He didn't tell you.
Well, then I will head back up to the person at the desk
Right.
and ask which bed I am assigned.
Name?
Grook Iron Tusk.
Iron Tusk. Here you are. He hands you a key, and it has your room number on it, which just happens to be G7. And after a quick walk around the barracks room, you do happen to find your room. And in your room is modest accommodations. Single bed, single table, single wardrobe, a chest at the foot of the bed, a window that looks out into the training yard.
No bunk mates.
Nope. You have a room all to your own.
Ooh, an upgrade.
That's right.
It's called a promotion for a reason.
Where do you,
Sure is.
Where do you poo?
Outside, just like everyone else.
In the woods like a bear.
It's in the communal pooping room, and then everyone passes around the poop brush when you're done. The poop sponge, like the Romans.
I love that.
Just reach down in there and scrub it all clean, wash it off in the communal hand washing station, hand it to the next guy.
That's efficient.
And no, you do have a private room. You have a room all to yourself. It does have a writing desk at it. It does have a wardrobe for you to store some things, and it has a chest at the end of the bed. It has a window that looks out, and there is a candle holder on the corner of the table. There are a couple of letters on the table.
Yeah.
Both of them say Garuk Iron Tusk.
Right. I look at them, pick one up, open it.
One of them is very heavy. And as you pick it up, it goes... "Ting, ting, ting."
I open that one first.
You open that one and you remove the letter, and it says, Congratulations, Companion at Arms Garuk Iron Tusk. You have earned this promotion and therefore have earned this pay. And in the envelope, now having fallen out of the letter, you find 5 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Wow. Mr. Moneybags over here.
Yeah.
So much PP.
5 of them.
I put that in my money pouch.
All right.
And was that all that was in that letter?
Yeah, that was that one. That was the
Okay.
heavy one.
Then I will open the second one.
You open the second one, and the letter starts with, Dear Finnegan Keenvale.
I stop reading, fold it back up.
Okay, yeah, all right.
That's a federal crime.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it was addressed to me, so it wasn't an actual.
It's true. It was addressed to you.
I'm just impressed that you stopped reading.
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to
Show
ask
real
if you were,
constraint.
It's not my business.
Fair enough.
All right.
This has to do with a boat. I don't want a fucking boat.
That sounds like a bird and it's anything.
You know how much we
It's
always
a
wanted
ship.
one of those.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what you call it. I don't want a boat.
All right.
Zinger.
Maybe.
So, while that all is happening, what are you all up to? You four, what are
I
you
want
all
to look
doing?
around in the Temple of Cord.
You all are hanging out in the temple?
I'm just looking at a bust or something.
All right.
Had a
Okay.
buzz.
I want to ask my companions what they know about Cord, because
Would I know anything?
I
I'm
don't
not
know
from this
anything.
temple, but
Are any of y'all proficient in religion?
did I choose that?
The cleric should be.
Well,
You might be shocked at my hobbies.
no, none of y'all. You would all have some base knowledge of who these gods are, just living in a place
Yeah.
like Port Damali, or being in a place like Wildmount, where all of these various gods are worshipped across the land.
Does there seem to be any like informational booth or anyone I
They
can
got,
ask?
they got literature.
Yeah, there's
They
a
got
pamphlet.
literature.
There's a pamphlet. Yeah,
Hell
welcome
yeah.
to Cord. You know,
Is
let
Cord
let
like
the
a
let
tempest
you know
deity?
let the light of
He is a storm god. He is also.
let the light of the Storm
That's
Lord
okay.
welcome you in.
Yeah.
That's what I
You all would
thought.
know that he is Cord the Storm Lord. You know that his virtues are heavily rooted in strength and protection.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm always looking for a fight.
You would know that he is a prime deity. He is, one of the main gods worshipped in this world.
Optimus Prime deity.
He is. You would also know that he is a god of nature.
That's what I thought.
Specifically, he is the Storm Lord, but storms being in the realm of nature, he is in fact a god of nature.
Cool.
I didn't know that Garuk was a daffodil.
I almost chose that one.
You almost chose
Can
Cord.
I
Yeah,
get
but I went
a?
with Melora. Similar, but different.
Is there
Still nature.
anywhere to leave an offering?
Oh,
or-
absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
we're in a church.
Yeah, you're in
yeah.
a church. There's always an offering box.
Do I get anything for my offering?
Thank you.
Awesome.
But-
Sometimes you get a free candle.
Blessings of Cord upon you. As the very old, very large orc says to you as you drop a coin. Blessings of Cord upon you.
Awesome.
Doesn't do anything for
That's
you, but
crazy.
You've been blessed.
that's it.
Do they have a souvenir shop?
Buy some Cord holy relics. Buy a T-shirt. Cord is my lord.
I visited the Temple of Cord.
and all
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
this
just like,
stupid t-shirt.
I'm with Cord.
I'm with Cord, yeah.
As
No,
for me
no,
and
there's
mine,
not-
we
there is
stand
not.
with Cord.
There's not any of that. No.
Bobbleheads.
Live, laugh, Cord.
All right.
No pins, no buttons, no T-shirts.
No no small holy
no prayer
symbols.
beads. no, they don't offer anything like that.
Okay. It's not that kind of religion.
Members of the clergy wear vestiges and pendants that have symbols of Cord on them, but you can tell they seem to kind of be reserved for members of the clergy. Sometimes.
What are the symbols of Cord?
Okay.
It's a, what is it? A shield?
Hold on a second.
I was gonna say
I will
you've got
show
it, yeah.
you.
These guys sound like a bunch of gatekeepers.
You have to choose the walk of life before you can wear the necklace.
Yeah, gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
This is a pendant of Cord.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. Lightning
No, it
bolts.
looks like it's on a chain.
That's pretty cool.
Ice it out.
Ice it out.
You could probably find that if you hunt
I
hard
assume
enough.
that you all are telling this. You
An
all are
iced
saying
out
this
one.
to the very large clergyman who is in there because Garuk is not with you.
I'm like,
And
ice
against
it
you straight,
out.
like pointing up at him, like, ice it out.
That's not exactly what a religion revolves around.
What does your religion revolve around?
Strength, defense of those who cannot defend themselves, protection for the weak and the unprotected, and crushing those who deserve it.
It's pretty honorable.
Yeah, sounds like good work.
Sounds like you are living a righteous life there, my friend.
We do like to think so.
Happy for you.
Make a perception check.
Happy for your thumbs up.
20.
20. Looking at him at first, you saw, old priest orc, old clergyman. But after talking with him for a minute and really getting to looking, he's got some deep scars that run across his face. He's got one that runs down his neck. His hands are gnarled and pretty
Homeboy's
beat.
been through it.
Yeah. He's seen it.
He needs an iced out chain.
Sounds pretty gangster.
Nice Cuban chain.
Yeah. You get the idea that he has seen his fair share. He's done his fair share of protecting and defending before
Seems
he
like a
became
good guy.
a man of the cloth.
Good for him.
What are the rest of you up to?
I'm just kind of looking around.
I
Moseying.
guess I'm meandering.
Meandering.
I was gonna say, like,
Well,
I'm interested,
well,
but, like, not too interested.
Okay.
I've got my own.
You're like, this shit
kinda
ain't
wanna
real.
I've got my own.
Okay.
No, I believe in it. I just don't follow him.
It's
you know?
powerful
It's
feeling.
different.
You would appreciate
different
it quite
kind of
a bit,
relationship.
being, in the profession that you are in and relying heavily on strength. It appeals a bit to you looking around. It feels all right. You think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Strength. Stormlord. Okay.
Yep, totally.
That's how they get you.
Nah.
Buzzwords.
Right about that time, you would be leaving the barracks.
Yes.
Pull you in
Heading
with the
back towards
Tuesday
my
movies. They trap you.
Come back in and you notice that
Pretty soon it's vacation Bible
the
school.
clergyman who you were speaking to earlier is
Indoctrination
in
camp.
deep conversation with Finnegan.
Or fun
And,
place full of
so
snacks,
we-
depending on
We
how.
donate most of these gold and diamonds, as you say, ice, to the temple to help further protection. So I would not wear. I would give. In
Fair
order
enough.
to. Welcome back.
Thank God. Thank Cord you showed up. Get this little bastard out of here.
Oh
I
my
walk up.
cord.
I don't have any home training. I apologize.
So I walk up, nod to the priest, look down Finnegan, and hand him the letter. This is for you.
Oh, thank you. Interesting.
All right.
And look back to the priest. By the glory of Cord.
Yes, blessings of Cord upon you all. Please go. Cord, go. Go.
I can't make you leave town, but I can make you leave here.
Blessings of court upon you. Bye.
Yes, thank you.
Alright. So we head out, I guess.
All right. You all are,
So, what were you up to?
Oh, I got my promotion.
Congratulations.
My promotion comes with my own room.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this guy.
Swanky.
I had my own room too, but it's across the ocean.
So is it big enough for all of us, or?
Oh, no.
We can't even get through the front door,
Yeah.
homeboy.
You wouldn't
Oh,
be allowed
that's
in
true.
unless you were
You
initiated.
have a window, don't you? Surely. I mean,
Can you get past all the guards?
probably.
I don't know. Can a homie open a window for a broke motherfucker? I'm the guy with the butter.
I haven't had any of your butter.
you didn't try hard enough.
You didn't. All you had to do was
I didn't
ask,
care.
pretty much.
All you had to do was
I
ask.
saw Finn go in straight in with the fingies, and I just. Saw that on the boat. That's been a while. It's been fermenting in there.
It's
You just scrape that top layer
That's
off.
why we're
It's
so
good
close
to me.
now.
It's been clarifying in that pouch. It's warm here.
Softened.
Sweaty.
It's not
it
hot,
cool?
but it's warm.
Do you have anything else you need to do here, or is it cool if I head to the Temple of Melora?
I don't know. We can head to your temple.
Cool. I just want to check in.
I'd
Let
like
them
to
know I
read my
arrived.
letter on the way.
You gonna read the letter on the way? All right. Temple of Melora isn't too far.
Nice.
The temple district is,
I was gonna say.
nothing's too awful far from one another.
Yeah.
And it's not too terribly hard to find, because even with all of the foliage and greenery that is around the city, this one is especially beautiful. The array of flowers and lush greenery that grow all along this temple are beautifully arranged. Topiaries line the front entrance to the temple.
Nice.
And large trees grow up on either side of the path to the either side of the topiaries all the way along to the entrance of the temple. But along the way, you open up your letter.
I opened my letter.
As you're reading
Well, it's
the back
already
of the
open.
card. Well, you unfold your letter. That has already been opened.
Yeah.
Not
I
my
never put
question.
it back in an envelope. I just folded it. And,
Oh, okay.
It says, Dear Finnegan Keenvale. It seems there may have been some foul play afoot with this ship. We have acquired the last known roster of the ship and its last known port of birth before disappearing. The last known port this ship made that was registered before arriving in Cetera was Broken Bank. The ship then disappeared until just a few months ago when it showed up in Cetera. Included with this letter is the last known roster of the ship of its last port. Port authorities around the Menagerie Coast have been informed, and Head Port Authority are coming here within a week and would like to have words with you. Yours truly. I can't remember his name. The Harbor Master.
Harbor Master.
Yeah, the Harbor Master.
Steve.
Harbor Master of the Rhine.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
You flip to the roster. Your parents' names are on it.
okay. That's interesting. So, I'll just tell everyone, since I'm, reading it, I guess. That ship was in Broken Bank when I was a kid. So it's been stolen for years and years now. So essentially it became kind of a dead end now. It's been such a long time.
Okay.
Gotta find that captain.
Captain Ferratu.
Is that the Mayfly?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
What about the people you were looking for?
They were supposedly on the ship at its last port years ago. So, somewhere between here and Broken Bank.
That is a
Far
lot
away.
of looking.
Yeah,
Indeed.
interesting.
Alright.
To the temple.
So you finally make your way to the Temple of Melora,
Yeah.
which I have described previously.
Yes. Lots of plants and topiaries,
Lots.
and flowers, and
Toes, Pierres.
What would you like to do while you are here?
I'd like to go in.
Okay, easy enough. You go in and you are greeted pretty instantly by a very tall, very androgynous individual.
Just like last time.
They are covered in a thin layer of fur all around them, and they have large fawn ears. As you get to looking, they also have crooked goat legs sticking out from below their tunic
That does sound
that
androgynous.
they are wearing.
That's what I was thinking.
Saber?
That does sound really androgynous.
And they look to you and say, "Welcome Welcome to the Temple of Melora.
Thank you, my lady.
Yes. What can I help you with?
I believe I'm expected. My name is Zilgrim Dapplebrass of Guarden, and I'm on a pilgrimage.
Oh.
I believe word was sent ahead of me, or should have been. If it wasn't, I apologize.
No. Nothing was sent.
Oh no.
You were only told that they were sending word to Port Damali when you got there.
That is
Your
correct.
goal was
That's
to go
what I
to
remember.
Cantrove.
Yes.
They
You're
have
right.
no idea why you're here.
Oh dang.
Oh, dang.
Well, at
sorry
least I'm wearing
about
my robes.
You are welcome in the temple, seeing as you are a member, but I'm sorry we were not expecting you. Is there any way we can help?
Well, I'm on a pilgrimage to the Cantrovian jungle,
Oh my.
as I am plagued with horrible dreams, and I've been told that the Tabaxi may be able to help me because of their unique connection to Melora.
Ah,
And I was hoping to find aid with that.
you seek the Tabaxi.
I do.
Well, you have a long journey ahead of you.
I do.
You will find some Tabaxi here, even amongst our temple. But if you wish to seek Cantrove, you must travel south.
I think... Yes, well... I guess that's about it.
Well, I gotta hit the whole dusty trail, then.
In the meantime, please feel free to stay here at the temple if you need, while you are here in Gaelin on your journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're very welcome. If there's anything else we can do for you, please don't hesitate.
Oh, I might need a place to keep my donkeys.
Ah,
Only 2.
oh,
They're
all
small.
right. Yeah, of course. We do have a small stables where you can leave them.
Thank you.
Deborah
Yes,
and
of course.
Mushy.
Yep.
The
Yep.
babies.
Oh, they are baby.
Okay, well, I'm going to accept the offer for a room.
Okay.
Sure.
They point you in the direction of the rooms where most of the clergy who are there at the temple do stay, and they bring you to an empty room. It's not really made up for anyone to stay in exactly because they weren't expecting to have
That's
anyone.
fair.
But there's about the same as Garuk's. There's a bed, there's a table, there's a dresser, there's a window.
Okay. That's nice.
So, I don't know much about Melora. So I want
He's wandering around in this temple now too.
Yeah,
What the hell?
look at this place.
Look at
You
all
probably
this.
see a lot of wreaths.
Closer and closer to God, every one of these we go into.
Melora, you would all know, is known as the Wild Mother. She is she is Mother Nature, without
The lady
splitting
of
too
the
many
untamed
hairs.
wilderness.
She is. Yep. Her domain is the wilds, and everything that grows.
That's why jungle.
That's why jungle. Gotcha. Makes
I
total
say
sense.
as I walk back to my group.
That's why jungle.
That's why jungle.
I'm so glad you're well adjusted. Gonna have a little priest have a breakdown in the middle of this whole thing.
That's why jungle.
Quickly to the jungle. Run. No, I don't say that.
Sprint to the jungle. Leave the donkeys.
It'll be fine.
The donkey and the mule, the cart, they all stay
They just
behind.
watch me very slowly as I in the distance.
They're used to this.
Yeah, that's right. They've seen it before.
He'll be back.
But because I'm a gnome and I have tiny little legs, me running off into the distance takes a really long time.
Really long time. You stop a couple times. Like,
You literally would get 50 feet out and go,
Yeah.
okay. And then if I have 50 more feet.
And then I'd have to run back because I forgot my map.
Yeah, forgot to ask for directions. So,
Again.
you find out that no one was in fact expecting you here, but they have been kind enough to put you up into a room. So you have this room. You have a key to it now.
Nice.
Would you like to leave anything in it other than your donkeys at the stable?
Probably like my spare clothes and junk.
Okay, you're gonna unpack in the.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay.
anybody stealing my stuff when
Okay.
we're walking around.
Are you gonna take your money with you?
Let me look at how much I have in my. Might take half for safety. I'm gonna carry 25 gold with me.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just gonna write that down for reference in case anything happens.
So you unpack all of your stuff and get your things all ready, as the rest of you have been walking around the temple, viewing and examining.
Pretty nifty place y'all got here.
Lots of stained glass, lots of light allowing to be flooding into big. Up at the top, there is a large glass dome, not stained, just clear glass that lets light shine in and illuminates the entire temple.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave an offering.
Okay.
Same offering I left for Cord.
Thank you. Blessings of the Wild Mother for you.
Yeah, I'm just collecting those today.
Walk in the light of the Lord. Just all the karma.
You're gonna be so blessed.
I'm gonna have to write down. Like, you're gonna have to get something, I guess. I mean, probably just screw.
blessed.
If you get a blessing from all of the temples, you get a magical prize.
Yeah.
You get an achievement if you go to all of them.
Chivos! Yes.
This looks like your starter helmet,
Imagine-
but it's a little bit bluer.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
So, you make your way back to the rest of your party.
Yeah.
Now, having acquired a room.
So now what, you guys?
Oh, I mean, we did all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we should probably head to the inn.
You're looking for someplace too, right?
Food. I'm looking for food.
They probably
They
have
might
that.
have that at
food.
the Radiant Orchard. Why don't we just go ahead and go? What time of day is it anyway?
Yeah. we
It
must have
is
passed
late
the time.
afternoon at this point.
That sounds like a good time to start looking for a room and food.
Let's head to the Radiant Orchard.
Okay, get out your map.
There are names of places on the map that we purchased, correct?
Some of them.
Right.
Some names, I mean.
Like major important stuff.
Okay.
The names of each district are on the map.
And we know where the museum next to the orchard is because that's on the map.
Yeah.
The museum is on the map.
That'll teach you.
Get alert.
You all make your way towards there. It is near the middle of the city, so you all head that way. Is there anything else you are looking for on the way, or are you just heading straight there?
I mean, we've got money. Does anybody want to look for weapons, armor, other sundry?
I mean, I picked up this crossbow, but it looks a little rickety.
Do you want to look for a better one? Maybe try and
Or maybe just
take it
like
to the pawn shop
Try
and
to
see what they
repair
have.
that.
yeah, get it maybe in better working shape, I guess. I feel like it might be a little more efficient than my little baby bow. Baby's first bow.
Nothing wrong with an upgrade. We have seen.
Maybe
Quite a lot
find
of
some
situations.
manner of weapons dealer.
Okay. You check the map, and you see that there is, in fact, a market district in this town. It is most of the coast of this town happens to be a long, sprawling market district
Okay.
that pushes back into the city a little bit, but it's a long strip of the city where most of the markets congregate. You can tell that they all try to stay close to the coast where the docks and the piers are. You all are heading for the middle of the city, though, from the southwest side, so you would have to go past where you are heading to get to the market district.
Maybe just wait till tomorrow for that. If it's getting kind of late now.
It's like
It's
it's
mid-afternoon.
mid-afternoon. It's like 1-2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright. So you all make your way to the market district. And it's crazy out there. Man, it's a market district. Holy shit, there's just everything. I mean, it's a lot to take in. There's people moving and trading and hollering and shouting, and there's all sorts of trading being done on the streets. There are people moving past, and nobody seems to have any time for anyone that isn't a trader or a seller. This is moving and bustling commerce, all happening very quickly.
Wow.
It's good for the city. I like to see it.
There are brick and mortar shops, there are kiosks and stalls, there are carts that are being pushed around. There are people walking through with baskets of things like bouquets of flowers and fruits and all sorts of various things. It is alive with movement and with trade. What is it that you are all looking for?
Smithy or what are the bow guys?
Some
called?
kind. Fletcher
Yeah.
is someone that makes like the arrows and such.
Arrows, but like a weapons dealer of some sort, or
With a little bit of walking around, you see a couple of places around. You find, let's see, you find a smith called the Cutting Edge.
That's a good one.
You happen to also find a potion and herb shop called Euphoria. You find an enchanting shop called Amber Enchantments. You also find an interesting shop in a almost haphazard looking building, especially compared to all the other ones, with all sorts of machinations and gears and pipes and things and steam coming out of it.
I gotta go in there.
And all sorts of like twisting spirals and springs hanging from it, all in brass, and it's constantly rolling steam. And it is called. I'm gonna find this place again. Ah, there we are. It has a sign out front, a very large sign with writing that gets kind of hard to read at the end, called Fidget Honeybottom's Tinker Shop and Mechanical Emporium.
We have to go in here, you guys.
Fidget Honeybottom's Tinker Shop and Mechanical Emporium.
I'm a tinker.
Yeah?
Note the belt.
tinker shop.
I point to
and-
my
and
belt.
what emporium?
Which
And
has lots of
Mechanical
junk in
Emporium.
it that you may not have noticed before.
Oh, that's a really cool junk belt.
Thanks. I keep scrap in it. Some of it's from the ship.
What do you make?
I'm gonna dig back into my bag.
All
His
right.
name is Gaelin,
So you,
and I pull out a little frog that's made out of metal, and he has a big key on his back.
What? That thing is so cute.
I wind it up, and I put it in the back of the cart, and he just starts hopping
you don't
around.
have the cart.
Oh,
You left the
I put
cart.
him on the ground, and he starts hopping in a circle. And
That's-
every few hops or so, a little puff of smoke comes out of him from somewhere.
That's very fantastic.
No one knows why he does that.
I didn't even design it to do that.
I'm gonna put him back in my
Wow.
bag.
That's
really impressive.
pretty impressive.
Thanks.
All right.
Not all of the other priests enjoyed him.
I wonder why.
I can't see why. It's a mystery.
He also longs for the untamed wilderness.
Oh no. Are you going to set him free?
No.
No.
He's also a pilgrim. He takes his job very serious.
Don't
Oh
let him,
my
he's
god.
working.
He's on duty. On duty frog.
Duty frog.
So, which any of these shops strike your all's fancy?
Yes.
Yeah, one in particular looks pretty interesting.
So where would you all like to go?
I
You've
guess
got
we're
an
gonna go
enchantment
to...
shop. You've
The
got
other
a
way.
smith. You've got a potion shop. You've got
We do have a lot of
And-
other options as
and
well.
you've got the tinker shop and mechanical emporium.
That one.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to go in there.
Yeah.
I'll just point.
I mean,
I f-
I'm intrigued.
I
It
feel
looks
like there's
cool as
something for
shit.
everybody in there.
At least stuff to look at.
I guess I will follow
Oh, you
all the
guess.
tiny people.
Oh, the tiny people. Everyone's tiny to you.
We run this show.
No, Mona's close to my height.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I was gonna say.
That's fair.
I am plenty tall.
Alright, I'm gonna go in that shop.
Okay.
It's at Honey Bottoms.
As you open the door, a steam whistle goes off on the inside of it as you walk in. And you look around, and the inside is the same as the outside. There are turning gears and pipes, and there's a boiler back in the back that's chugging away. And there are springs that are hanging from ceilings and draped across things. And over in the one corner of the ceiling, you can see a little electrical arc arcing between two brass nodes that stick out near either side of the corner. And sitting behind the desk is a very old, gray-bearded, gnomish gentleman wearing a tiny little hat. It's got a brim, a thick brim that goes all the way around, and then it's just covered on top. And he looks up and he says, "Oh, welcome. I'm Fidget Honeybottom, and this is my tinker shop and mechanical emporium." And he waves his arms, and a couple of mechanical arms go thunk thunk, and then
Ooh.
yes.
Do you sell schematics for this?
These are a work in progress.
Oh.
I can tell.
You notice him back down, back on his back.
Put me on your mailing list.
Very good.
I am suitably impressed.
Welcome.
I need some of those.
Well, I can put you on the list if you would like.
Yes, please.
All right, one mechanical, springy arms thing. What's your name?
Zilgrim,
Zilgrim.
Dapplebrass. Yep.
Pronounced just like that.
Wonderful! We'll get to work on that right away. By which I
Thanks.
mean me.
Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything else I can do for you? Because that's going to take some time.
I didn't come for anything specific, but I was hoping to look around. I've never seen a shop like this.
Please, look upon my machinations. I've created them all. Or stolen. Some of them, I think.
I'm gonna look around in wonder.
Mostly mine.
Wonderment.
It's gorgeous.
Does
I mean,
anything
it is-
specific stick out as I just take it all in?
You notice, actually, make a perception check. There's a lot to take in here.
I
It's
was
a
gonna
lot
say,
of
it
like
sounds like
pipes
there's a
and
lot of
whistles and
things.
bells and things.
I got a 7.
You don't notice
I
it
might be a little overwhelmed by all the
until
stimuli.
all of a sudden you feel on your shoulder, and you jump a little bit and you turn, and there's a mechanical parrot
Oh, nice.
on your shoulder, and its eyes kind of glow a little bit blue, and it goes.
Ooh.
And he says, "Oh, yes, good." And he picks it back up and he says, "I make many of these as well. I see you found one. This is Chester.
Hello, Chester.
He's magnificent." I must put him away, though.
He's magnificent.
He puts him back down. I say, "All right, you've had enough flight time." All right.
How did you get him to fly if he's metal?
That's my special trick. I've told no one. It's magic.
Oh. That's fair.
Special magic that I've told no one about.
Oh.
Except you, until now.
What do you call the magic?
Magic.
Oh, okay. Just general style.
It's a special stone I imbue, actually, on the inside of each of them that gives them the properties I wish to imbue them with.
Do you think your frog has one of those?
I didn't put one in there.
Oh.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should, but I don't know where to get a special stone.
Me!
Do you sell them?
No!
Oh.
Maybe you should show him your frog.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my frog back out.
Ooh.
This is Gaelin.
Well,
I'm just gonna
that
whip
is
out my
the
frog.
Tactical frog.
May I?
Yes.
Picks and he flips down this fucking set of glasses things that's been on his head, and as it hits down, it goes, and a big long extension comes down. He's got a bunch of very smaller magnifying
Mine
glasses.
only has 2.
And he's
guy
looking
is
at
so
it over and over again.
Yes.
You need to
There
get
he
on his
goes.
level.
I do.
And he flips the other side, and a various array of different colored lenses go shook, 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 shook.
My time may have been wasted in the temple. I'm questioning everything.
I could imbue him with the same bit of magic the rest of mine have. It would remove the need for this, and he pulls out the wind-up.
Oh, I'm gonna take it back. How much would that run someone like me?
Oh, I could
The
imbue
average
this
guy.
I do like him. And I see that you are a tinkerer as well. I could imbue this with one of my magic stones for, say, 180 gold pieces.
I'll be back later.
Ah, very good. Oh, here you are.
Thank you.
He is wonderful. Is
Thank
there anything else I could help you with?
I'm gonna put him back in my bag. Does anybody else want to look at anything while we're here?
I don't have much call for clockwork stuff in my life.
No springs or
have-
cogs?
Do you have anything that I can use to hit someone really hard?
Of course! And he goes around to the back and he comes back out and he's just carrying a big brass metal rod. And he sets it down on the desk and he says, if you can swing it, I guarantee you'll hurt them.
Keep in mind he was a gnome, so it might be smaller for you to pick it up.
You could probably pick it up.
I pick it up and look at it.
Yeah, you could hurt somebody with that.
Brass bar.
That's a big brass rod.
Big brass.
This isn't exactly what I was looking for,
Oh,
but
you can't help them all.
Oh shit!
I'm just like,
No,
hold out this
I,
crossbow and be like, can you do anything with this?
Oh. I could do so many things with this.
You can fit so
You
many
can make it
things
an
in
automatic.
I
You can make it
do
an
so
automatic
many
crossbow.
things. What's it worth to you?
Not much.
May want to take it to someone else then. I do specialty work.
Fair enough.
Maybe
Do
get
you-
a
do you
higher
wanna
quality one and then bring that one to get modded if you don't like that one.
I have to get a custom crossbow.
Now, you can make that one a custom crossbow.
Old Fidget will
Yeah.
hook you up.
yeah, he is willing to repair and upgrade that crossbow.
Put a smoke machine on it, a couple of disco lights,
Some spinny rims.
laser targeting system. No, anti-spinny rims.
We could ice it out. Ice it out.
With a crossbow like this, you can get a lot of
Don't even
bitches.
fix it, just ice it out.
Just put diamonds all over it.
Diamond
No, I mean,
crossbow.
I mean, some of those
Dipping up
magnifiers
fucking
on his
diamonds.
glasses have to be for jewels. Probably.
Yeah, Johnny Dang.
Well, he is working with magic jewels that he puts inside his creatures.
Right,
So, yes.
they have to be
Uh,
jeweler grade.
I mean, I was planning to use this as a replacement for my bow, so if it can be made, you know, something beyond what it is, then I would probably value it more.
Oh, we can turn it into something. We can turn it into something quite fun.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
You know,
Electrify.
maybe some magic.
Scope on that bitch.
I don't know. I
On
don't.
that bitch.
I
See,
feel like you
laser
have
targeting
more ideas
system,
than
A
I
couple
do.
of rails on the top.
The bits of magic that I have are
Heat-seeking
more for
bolts.
bringing things sort of to a form of sentience. However, if I were to do some
Sentient crossbow.
tinkering
40 millimeter
with
under
your
barrel
crossbow,
sight.
I could make some mechanical upgrades to it.
Yeah.
I could
More
change
firepower.
it. I could make it maybe stronger, or
That
I
sounds
might
pretty
be
nice.
able to make it. I could make it fire more than one crossbow.
You know, I feel like for
More than one bolt.
You can fire
Fire
crossbows.
crossbows!
It shoots even smaller
It shoots hand
crossbows.
crossbows.
Then those fire
What in the gungeon?
bolts. Yeah. And they're like, yes, we can.
The gun
I would-
gun.
I
Nesting
think
dolls.
Oh, the
I
gun
think
gun.
I don't need to have any, you know, crazy rapid fire. I think that maybe making it draw harder or something would be more applicable for me.
Put a silencer on it.
That's actually a thing.
put a silencer on
Well,
a
then-
crossbow.
Bows.
Yeah, do that.
They put little rubber things.
Oh, that's cool.
Pom-poms.
That's neat.
I think we can work with this. Yes, okay. What do you say to 120 gold, and I will give you a crossbow the likes of which you've never seen? Or maybe you have.
Maybe you have. He doesn't know what you've seen.
That's a pretty good deal.
I'm kind of thinking that as well.
It's a lot of money, though.
I was gonna say mine was 180.
But
That's all of my money.
I could swing it.
But I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Oh, very
Let's
good.
do it.
Okay, there's a payment upon completion. Nothing up front. I will work on this. And come back in, say 3 days.
Is the payment upon completion available to the frog as well?
Of course.
I'm gonna whip out the frog again.
Oh my god, the party's gonna go
Well,
broke in the
all
first
right.
building we walk in.
This is wonderful.
So
At
at
least
this
you got a
point,
place to
Garuk
sleep.
is really
Yeah.
excited by what he said
That's
about
part
the
of why.
crossbow.
That's part of why I decided that, because I do have a place to sleep.
I won't be. I still have money. Like it's.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Oh, I'm not judging at all.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, you're getting a sweet weapon. I mean, that's for a guy like you, who we absolutely know nothing about, but
Oh,
he eats squirrel berries and he's got
Well-
parents that are missing.
Look, I hide in bushes quite often, and that first shot is crucial. You know what I mean? So
Bush Wookie.
exactly. You get it.
So,
That's how I'll mark my
upon hearing about all the stuff that was said about the crossbow,
Yes.
Garuk gets really excited,
Yes.
pulls out his mace, and says, "Can you make this do that?" and points to the electric.
Nope. 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 Well, I mean, I guess I could, but you wouldn't be able to touch it anymore.
Oh.
That might be more for like a
So I guess I need to find someone better
enchantment
than...
shop.
Or insulated gloves.
Yeah, I can give it magic. I can make it alive like a frog,
Like a frog. Oh my god, a mace
but
frog.
it doesn't have any moving parts, so
Ow, this
can't
hurts.
exactly tinker
Why
with
keep
it.
hitting things with me?
It's just a complaining mace. Ow! Stop!
The old fucking talking
I'm
swords.
rusty! He says, if it's not mechanical, I can't do much. If it isn't sort of alive looking already, I can't really give it magic to make it alive. That's not for me. And if that mace were moving, or if you wanted me to make it, or to give it spikes that shot out of it, then maybe we could do that. But you'd probably kill you and everyone else in the process.
Might have more luck at the enchantment shop.
That's true.
Garuk actually stops and thinks about the spikes shooting out of the mace.
I mean, it does sound.
That could be so.
But what?
Sounds like for the next couple of weeks I'm hanging out at restaurants.
I thought we were Bludgeoneers, bro.
Yeah, nothing about being a bludgeoneer involves having spikes driven through me.
Are you sure?
Not from that dude.
I
Different
didn't
dudes,
sign any
maybe.
particular contracts.
Garuk is now disappointed and walks out of the shop.
Oh.
Hey, Fidget. You heard our boy.
I think our boy's expectations hurt our boy.
He came into a tinker's shop with something not mechanical.
Fair enough.
What was I supposed to do?
No, you did the right thing.
I'd like to help the poor lad, but
Oh,
can't do
He'll get
anything
over
for
it.
You
him.
have to teach
Okay,
him what
alright.
machines are first. So that he understands the concept. He'll pick it up fast. He'll
Well,
figure it out.
Well, he's got the bludgeoning tools down.
all the power to him. Hopefully, he's watched over well.
yeah, he's supervised.
Good.
We don't let him drive the cart.
That's very responsible of
Not
you.
for another year.
Is there anything else I can do for you, lovely folks?
Nope. Neat shop you got here, though. Thanks.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks for letting
Please
us come in and look
come
around.
back anytime to the Tinker Shop and Mechanical Emporium, and one arm comes out.
I'm on the mailing list for those, you guys. I'm on the mailing list.
Yes.
I'm gonna get those updates.
I'm excited for you.
Hope this email finds you well.
Yeah. All right, so you've all, I guess, finished up your shopping at the Tinker
Emporium.
Shop and Mechanical Emporium. Where would you like to go now?
We could go to the Amber Enchantments to see about your weapon.
You could.
Or the cutting edge to see about your weapon. I forgot the other shop. I couldn't write fast enough.
Euphoria. The potion
Okay,
shop.
thank you.
Yeah, I missed the Amber shop.
Amber enchantments.
Amber enchantments is probably going to be real pricey.
And it's stable.
So will the potion shop probably just because those cost a lot.
Yeah.
Forgive you.
But I'm willing to go buy Amber enchantments just to see what they can do.
Probably enchant things.
Of everything that is here, that is most my speed.
The enchantments.
Yeah.
Let's visit Amber Enchantments and Company, or
Alright.
whatever.
Amber Enchantments. It's a building looks pretty much the same as most of the other ones in the district. It is definitely a far cry more boring than the last shop that you were at, but it does still hold its fair share of beauty, being that it is a building here in Gaelin. So it is white sandstone. It is square on the first floor. It is this one is a hexagonal second story with each balcony that looks out of it having some sort of plant or hanging vine that grows over the side of it. It is trimmed with gold around the edges and around the door. And the sign out front says Amber Enchantments.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go in.
Yeah, let's go on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
check this place out.
You walk in and you see behind the counter a human man with a pencil-thin mustache and slick-back black hair. And he says, "Welcome, my friends. I am Renard Amber, and you are in Amber Enchantments. What can I do for each of you?"
Oh boy. Thought we left the frog in the last shop.
Nope.
I mean, technically. I still have the key, though.
A memento.
I am Renard. I am the owner, the proprietor, and the enchanter of all of the items that you see in this shop. I can enchant what you want for what you need it to do at a fair enough price.
What would those prices be?
That depends on what you want.
Fair enough. That's what they are.
This man gets it. He understands.
I get you. I feel it.
So say I wanted to maybe get a battle axe enchanted do more damage. What would that run?
Yes. You need a weapon that can really pack a punch. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see.
Oui.
I could enchant your axe for say 300 gold pieces.
That is a fair price, but not one that I can cover today.
That is all right. I understand. I also might go ahead and say that is one of the cheapest things that I do offer. Just saying.
You ever thought about putting a menu out front?
It deters the customers.
Can't imagine why.
Me neither.
So it's a beautiful shop. I'm going to take a look around at his various
Please,
weapons
have
and
a look.
things he's Tell me about your creations.
Well, I do many things, mostly utility. You will see that there are not a lot of armaments and weapons here in the shop. That is mostly because people bring them to me, I enchant them, and they come back for them. When you see something let's see, what does he point to? That armor over there on the stand. That is called the Mariner's armor. And it was commissioned and then abandoned. So, in the shop it goes.
Yeah, recover losses. I get it.
Indeed, yes. It's you pay installments. You get it when you are finished paying, and if you do not finish paying, I sell it again at full price because, well, why should I take a loss?
And so what's special about the Mariner's armor?
Well, that's interesting that you ask. So this particular armor, you can wear it, full plate armor, but it allows you to swim in the water just fine.
Armor's not really my style, but that's a fascinating piece of work.
It also makes sure that if you are to go unconscious under the water, if you are to take, a serious injury and faint and pass out, it will rise you to the top of the water so that you do not drown.
Oh,
That's really cool.
how
So-
progressive.
So is it common for people to just skip out after having you enchant things?
Normally, no. People usually pay a nice pretty penny for what they are getting, so they come back for it. You know what I mean?
But if you all are looking around, you see, well, almost around a dozen or so items that are lining the shelves and the stands in his shop.
Okay.
If there's anything in particular that you're looking for, anything that might catch your eye.
I'm not particularly well off.
I'm going to ask him
Some
how much it would
robes,
cost
some
to
weapons.
enchant a weapon with lightning.
Well, let's see. You want the lightning enchantment? That's going to cost you a price somewhere around the tune of 800 gold pieces.
I might be back for that.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's a lot of money, motherfucker.
We might have to take up some of those jobs we've been thinking about. There's a lot of things in the city that I want to buy. I've never been overcome with so much urge to buy before.
Consume.
I want to shop till I drop, you guys.
Time to shop till we drop. All right, girls.
I want to enchant all of the frogs that I can make. I can make like 5 more.
So, I'll say everyone go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking around the shop. And if you make a decent enough one, I'll tell you something interesting that you find
I
in
got a
there.
4.
22. I got
12.
I got an 8.
18.
What was yours
I
again?
got a 4.
4. We'll start
Oh, wait, mine's
I ain't
11.
seen shit.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay.
I'm just looking at the ground, apparently.
You happen upon a pair of slippers that have spider webs across the front of them.
Oh, boots of spider climb.
Slippers.
No, slippers of spider.
Interesting.
For when you sleepwalk.
Wolf's
And he
pajamas.
looks over at you and says,
Ah, yes. Those slippers will let you climb up the surface of anything you want to.
That sounds useful
All
as
you
heck.
do is slip them on, wear them for a while, get used to them, make sure they are comfortable, and then, like a spider, you will climb.
Interesting.
What did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a nat
They
20,
make
so
a
I got
cool goth
22.
fashion
Oh,
accessory.
It really does.
All right.
They also wouldn't be
You-
hard to make.
You pick up this belt. Huge belt. It's probably almost a foot wide.
Like a wrestler's belt.
And you're looking at it. It's big, it's heavy, and it's got a big, ugly, bald face on the front of it. And
It's Kurt Angle.
he looks over at you and he says, "Ah, I see you are a man who likes to get things done. That is a belt of giant strength. Should you need to lift a boulder and throw it at your enemy, well, this would be the belt for you.
That piques my interest.
You wear it and, well, it's, you will feel it.
What does an item like that go for?
Ah, that is, well, quite an item here. The, let's see, the belt goes for 9,000 gold pieces.
We can make that, no problem.
Yeah, just a couple. Hey, a couple
Wow.
trips with the Albron Moving Company.
In
20
and out.
minutes in and out. Easy peasy.
9,000.
One big sleazy.
Good
What
luck.
did you roll?
A 4.
Good luck selling that.
Oh, trust me, I don't need luck. We are in Gaelin. If you don't buy it, someone will.
You rolled a, what was that?
4.
A 4. You are relatively enamored with this carpet that happens to be rolled up and tucked in a corner.
Oh,
And he looks over and he says,
Flying carpet.
It's lovely, isn't it?
yeah.
That one flies.
Ooh,
Yes, it is.
that's very fancy.
what did you
18.
get? 18?
Ah,
5-finger discount.
you have interesting taste, my friend.
That seems risky.
You're holding a
won't
bag.
stop you,
It's
I'll just
a
turn around.
Never
red,
get out of
brown,
here
and
alive.
green
Our
That's
wizard
true.
doesn't know
cloth
fireball
bag.
yet.
And it's kind of hefty and kind of mushy.
I'm not
This
gonna
is
try.
Mushy.
Why don't you go ahead and take a look inside?
Oh, I'm scared. Sure.
You open it up
Take
and you
a
look
look.
in, and it's like a mush on the inside. But there happens to be in this mush some beans.
I do love beans.
He says, that, my friend, is a bag of beans, but a very special bag of beans.
Magic beans.
Buy us a
Dude.
bag of magic. We
That's
can
right.
trade the donkey for a bag of magic.
You could say, dump them on the ground in
Don't go
front
get
of
my
you,
donkey.
and they explode into fire.
Ooh.
Spicy beans.
You may plant ones in the ground. You water it and you wait for 1 minute. And after 1 minute, the bean has, well, a magical effect. Of what? I do not know.
Well, it's always reassuring when the enchanter doesn't know what the bean will do.
What if it turns into a gravy monster?
That would be pretty cool.
I've seen one too many gravy
The
monsters on this
pudding
adventure.
monster wasn't that cool.
You happen to find a couple of very ornate, almost decorative style bracers. They are very skeletal. They're hollow, but they're all almost Victorian style swirls that run up and down the whole length of the bracers. And he says, so those are the bracers of defense. They do not look like much, but while you are wearing them, you shall be protected from any attacks from your foes. And it gives you a +2 AC while you're wearing them and not using a shield.
Pretty cool.
Gives you advantage on attacks
What did those
versus
cost?
gazebo.
What?
I said, what did those cost?
The bracers of defense? They are a mere 10,000 gold pieces.
Is that all?
That is all.
It's not just good, it's good enough.
Well, perfectly adequate.
But if you are looking for things that might be somewhat more affordable and maybe a little more to your pricing, may I point you in the direction of something like this? And he points to this cloak, and it's got a strange sort of like almost fin on the hood of it, and the skin looks almost like wet and leathery.
Cloak of the Manta Ray.
It is in fact a cloak of the manta ray.
Jesus Christ, metagamer. Need to feed this kid some codeine before we play next time.
Yeah,
Slow
right.
him down.
Get the
Maybe just
gabapentin
shout
on
those
his
things
ass.
in your head next time. He says, yes, while you are wearing this cloak, it allows you to breathe underwater, and it allows you to swim like that of a fish.
That sounds fun.
It is a mere 500 gold pieces.
Oh, a bargain.
We also have...
Cheap at twice the price.
We also have this here. He points to another cloak that he has. And it is just a relatively normal blue cloak, but it has a mantle that stretches across it. And the mantle is sort of a kind of gilded, but almost brass looking, and sort of a collar that hangs in, over top of the cloak. And he says, this here may only look like a simple cloak, but it can help protect against daggers and knives and swords and all sorts of attacks from your enemies. It gives you a +1 to your AC while you're wearing it.
Okay.
And he says, Zinov, here we are. Here's an interesting piece. This is one of my personal favorites. He points to this robe. And this robe has a bunch of patches all over it. And those patches are the shapes of different things. There are 3 daggers, 2 lanterns, 2 steel mirrors, 3 10-foot poles, 2 50-foot coils of hempen rope, and 3 sacks, all stitched onto the robe. He says, I will show you. And he reaches out and he grabs a sack off of the robe, and he rips it off, and it turns into a sack. He says, there you are. This robe, you can pull anything on it off of it, and it will become what it is. However, when they are gone, it is just simply a robe. You can bring it back, and I can re-enchant it and add more items to it. But this is what it is.
That sounds cool.
It's pretty neat.
And that'll run you around 500 gold.
Okay.
What about the defensive cloak?
So
The cloak, what did I say that was? 800 gold.
Gotcha.
And then, let's see. Or, if you all are doing a lot of traveling, I have this. He sets a bag down on the table. And he says, it's a very wonderful bag. And he opens it up, and he sticks his hand in it. And he sticks his hand all the way in it. And he fiddles around for a minute. And he starts to pull. And he begins to pull and pull and pull. And out comes a candlestick. Big long candlestick. And he sets it down next to him. And he says, Pocket Dimension! You can put anything you want inside of this bag. You just load it full of things. Just whatever you do, never turn it inside out. And do not puncture it. Or all of the contents spilled out. And whatever you do, do not put one of these inside of another one of these. Just do not do it.
I believe that you shouldn't.
Now, this will run you another, say, for you all, I like you, 500 gold pieces.
Gold pieces. Okay.
Bag of holding. Cool.
But, there is nothing else I can do for you.
Yeah, thank you for showing us around your store.
Any time you are welcome back. Please come and see us again at Amber Enchantments.
Thanks.
Absolutely will when I have money.
Cool. We should go
things.
visit
Now that we've
the
been
smithy
dazzled.
over at the Cutting Edge.
Yeah.
The old Smiley. I'm done for it.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough. You all check your map again, and it doesn't really help much because the smith isn't on there, but you wander around the market district for a little bit until you do find the smith. His shop is closed storefront that you have to walk into. It seems that if there's any sort of smithing going on there, it's not done in the sight of the street like it were in the Rind.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a nicer area. Can't have such riffraff right there on the streets, you know what I mean?
I would say you all do notice that there is smoke billowing out from behind the building.
That makes sense.
Yep. Keep that in back where nobody else can see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you all walk in, and there is a very strong, tan human man standing there with black, short-cropped hair and clean-shaven, and he says, welcome to the Cutting Edge. What can I do for all of you?
What do you do here?
I'm the smith. Swords, knives, shields, anything that you may want. I specialize in weapons a little geared toward the sea, nets and tridents and spears, but I can do anything that you might need. You start to look around and you do see, actually, that there are quite a few things on the wall, like hooked spears, like that would be used for fishing. There's several tridents of varying sizes on the wall. There's a couple of large nets. There's a couple of small nets that hang from the ceiling. There's various swords and axes. A lot of them look like boarding axes like you would have on a ship. But there are a couple of long swords that are hanging around as well. There's a couple of bigger axes that are on the wall. There's a breastplate that's on display, mostly to show that, he can do what he has.
Right. Well, I mean, breastplate is right up my alley. That's the thing I need.
He looks you over and says, I don't think this one would fit you.
I don't think I could lift it.
No, I want to look at his axes.
Okay, you take a look at the couple that are on the wall. Both of them are double-headed axes, the ones that aren't boarding axes, hand axes. There's a single-handed, double-headed axe on there, and on either side of the axe is a large eyeball, almost cat-like, with a sort of cloven in the middle pupil, and bright green around the edge of its irises on either side.
Wow, that's a fancy battle axe there.
Thank you very much. It's decorative is a bit of my specialty.
So it's not magical?
Oh no,
Just
no.
made to look really nice. You do
Just
great work.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. I do greatly appreciate that. I take pride in my work. And as you start to look around, you notice that everything has kind of a bit of a flair to it. The trident that's on the wall next to it has a serpent that's wrapped all the way around the handle from top to bottom. The couple of the spears, you get to looking, and the heads of them, the spearhead isn't just a spearhead, it's a shark on the front of the spearhead.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you there.
Is anybody in the market for any weapons?
Well, yeah, that's my forte, honestly. I just really love melee weapons.
I mean, I love a good melee weapon, but
You're not
Yes.
feeling the eyeball axe?
I mean, I'm sure it's great, but it's seems like a lot of money to spend on aesthetics in a game where we can't say anything.
Oh, fucking bust the fourth
Not very
wall there, bud.
It's not a game. This is real freaking life, dude.
Doesn't matter if it appeals to you, does it appeal to Gorna?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. How much is that fancy little piece of work up there?
That one, I'd let that go for 50 gold pieces.
Oh, fair
It's
price.
not too bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know what my financial situation is right now. So I'll have to come back later. I'll sleep on it.
All right, well, you know where we are.
Do I notice any ranged weapons?
Yeah, he's got a bow, crossbow. There's a recurve bow hanging on the wall behind him.
I'm going to look at that crossbow.
Okay. It's a pretty standard crossbow.
Light or heavy?
Light crossbow, one-handed, hand crossbow. He says, "That I got in a trade. Actually, that's not my craftsmanship. And as you look at it, you can tell it doesn't have anything decorative or fancy on it. It's a pretty standard light crossbow." He said, "But it seemed to be good quality, so it was worth it to put in the shop."
How much would you want for that?
Oh, God. What's the standard price for a light crossbow?
Oh, light crossbow, 25.
All right, he says 35 gold pieces.
Damn cities and their inflation.
Right? Pricey. Pricey.
Like, I just like nudge you and I'm like, I got mine for free.
Yeah. But look at what you're paying to have it repaired.
But it was
Paired
free.
is a strong word.
Upgraded.
It's
It's being improved.
yeah. I think that
He's gonna flip that house with that crossbow.
I'm gonna ice it out and put it on the market.
All right,
I'm so done.
I'm going to look at it a little more. Look over to the axes. Do I see any decorative great axes?
Yeah, there's one decorative great axe that kind of sits in the middle of the rest of them. It's quite large. It's all around the handle. There are merfolk that he has carved into it, and then when it gets up onto the axe head itself, there's a merfolk on either side of the axe with their arm extended out and a trident in their arm that faces the edge of each side of the axe.
Ooh.
And how much for that?
Oh, I could let that go for... Oh, you're already making a purchase here. Why don't we say 100 gold?
Seems like a bargain.
Could you knock a little bit off of that if I trade in my axe?
Make a persuasion check.
I've seen him chop people's heads clean off with this thing. Putting it out there.
You go ahead and make a persuasion check too, as helping him out is basically like having advantage.
21.
16.
16. He picks up the axe and he says, "This is fine quality. Did this come from the temple?"
Yes. Not the one here in town. The original, the temple that I am originally from, in the Denali Coast
Port Denali.
or Port Denali.
Oh, I'll be. These don't tend to make their way around here very often. You know what? I'll take it. And we'll say the axe. So I'll give you the axe for 80 gold.
So 80 and then 35 for the light crossbow.
Yep.
Is 115.
Mhm.
I believe I can do that.
All right, wonderful. Please enjoy the piece. It's one of my favorites.
Pretty fancy axe.
Pretty
For
cool.
a game where you can't see anything.
Too practical.
Damn.
Got him.
All around.
Literally spend hundreds on plastic robots.
Yeah.
Fake money in a game? I'm gonna budget that shit.
I
Stretch it out.
might need it. I don't know if I can afford.
I'd finish all Final Fantasy
I got
games
$2.
with all the elixirs. Let's put it that
Of
way.
course you do.
We'll finish this campaign and I'll still have that.
Yeah, right.
What if I need it later?
What if I need my health potion?
Oh god, what? But now's not the time.
Oh, I should probably write that I have those too.
It is getting to be at this point, after the afternoon, evening even. I'm sorry. It is getting to be the evening at this point. It is the sun is not down, but is beginning to get lower in the sky. The day will be turning to night soon.
We should probably head to the Radiant Orchard.
Yeah.
Orchid.
The Radiant Orchid.
It is the Radiant Orchard.
It's the Radiant Orchard.
Alderaan.
Oh, is it?
It is the Radiant Orchard.
We've written
Me and
down
Patrick
like
are both
6 times here.
Oh, I wrote down Orchard and just followed your lead because I'm dumb enough to follow the dumb.
So is it orchard?
Huh?
I actually don't know.
Orkin.
I literally wrote radiant and then left the second word blank
Going to
because
be-
everyone was saying different
You're
shit.
going to meet the Radiant Orkin Man. He's going to take care of all of
Orkin
your
Man.
issues. So,
Love that guy.
you all do begin to make your way back to the middle of the city, towards the museum and the Radiant Orchard Inn. That is next door to the museum.
Galloping Pony Inn.
Museum.
Music hall.
And music hall.
And Shirley said nothing else besides that.
And the inn is glorious. It's daunting.
That's radiant.
It's large. It is rather radiant, considering how much gold has been added to this building.
Uh-oh.
It is.
Just take a...
It's damn near gaudy. This building is gilded and faceted with gold, and it's beautiful.
I don't know if
It
I'm dressed for
reflects
this
the
place.
evening sun amazingly, making it almost glow in the evening sky.
My name is Moonglow, so I do that all the time. It's fine. I too am radiant.
Pretty sure Donald Trump lives here.
Burn it.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Thank goodness.
But you all might be for the next few nights as you go inside. That's where we're going to take a break. because we need a quick break.
I'm scared of how much this place is gonna cost.
Me too.
Okay, so you're all standing outside of the Radiant Orchards Inn. What would you like to do? Go inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
seems
too
like-
bad. I'm kidding. You go.
All right,
go
too
right
bad.
inside. You all go right inside, and it's just fine. And there is, in fact, a podium there when you first walk in, and someone is standing at it. It is a shorter, tan woman with long brown hair. Elven woman, pointed ears. And she looks at you all and says, "Welcome to the Radiant Orchards Inn. Can I get you room and board? Can I get you a table?" Both.
Both would be ideal.
I'll just have food.
I'm with them, so I will just have what they're having, but not a room.
But not a room. So dinner. You would like dinner, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Very good.
I'm all wrapped up in my frog thoughts.
If you will all make your way
Frogs.
to the dining hall, your keys will be dropped off to you with your meal.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
She
What's your name, by the way? That's fine. If I
Also wrapped up
understand.
in my frog
name.
thoughts.
Name is Matra D.
That's it.
Gotcha.
Tara. Her name is Tara.
Just in
We'll
case.
see about tomorrow what her name
I want
is.
to be friendly and interact with people.
Why the half orc the most
You
polite
just go
one
back
in
to
the
being a
party?
skinflint.
All right. So you all make your way into the dining hall, and it is all individual tables that are set up, booths along the walls. There are a couple of larger tables that are in the center of the dining hall that you could occupy if you'd like to.
Well, it's better than sitting all scattered, I guess.
Yeah.
If you squeezed, you could probably all fit into a booth.
Yeah, but squeezing implies that we can't gorge. Because
fair.
there's going to be swelling.
Well, that's fair. You sit wherever you want. So your swelling is your own business.
I don't want to know.
So yes, you make your way to the central table, which has 6 seats at it, which is big enough for the 5 of you, and some stretching space.
Good.
And you are immediately met by a waiter who comes up to you very shortly after you sit down and asks you all which of you have the rooms and what would you all like to order this evening.
I have a room.
1 room, 2 rooms, 3 rooms. Would you care for these rooms to be side by side, or do you have a preference?
Does it cost more?
Yes.
It does now, bitch! Staying here in Gerald suddenly costs significantly more.
You have to say, is this a complimentary service?
He's still learning how to be in public.
Sorry, I'm not so good at this.
This is the 5th
Oh,
building
it's
he's
fine.
ever
It
been
doesn't
in, and we
matter.
allowed to
Whatever's
let him
available.
speak first this time.
Just feel like he isn't knocking
Just
any
gotta
of
keep
the doors.
knocking. I knew I was good for one thing.
Very good. Get out, please.
I'm not saying you have to leave town, but go the hell away.
So you're not staying here tonight. He says, very good. I will return with the keys for your rooms. Is there anything else I can retrieve for you this evening?
I mean, food and drink is probably best.
Food and drink?
Soup.
Soup. We can do soup. Is
Very
there
good, Finn.
anything else?
Normal answer. Very normal.
Very normal answer. You're doing great, buddy.
Thank you all.
So,
Doing great.
3 rooms.
I'll also have the soup. In solidarity.
the little people.
2 soups, and see anything I can get for the rest of you? Some soup.
Meat.
Is there a special?
There's
Don't put this on me. I
the
didn't
dinner
see
course.
There you go. That's what I would like.
We
I
have
would like the
2
dinner course.
options.
Okay.
We have a meat and we have a fish.
I would like the meat, please.
It's a very good option.
Why isn't fish meat here?
Soup. What can I get for
That's
you?
just how it goes at fancy restaurants.
Oh.
Could I have the meat dinner option with extra meat, please?
Yes, of course you may.
Can I have the meat meal more meat? Hey, can you meat fry my meat?
Maybe this was what my dreams was.
Take a sandwich, grab the bread, throw that shit out, we don't need it. Grab 2 more meat, replace bread, eat sandwich.
So the KFC double down.
Yeah.
Garuk wants to slam 1, but it's actually 3. Jenny Craig gonna know you lied. Them points ain't hollow. He's bulking up this season.
Jenny herself. is
Meat,
coming
meat,
to
soup,
find
meat witch.
Soup meat witch.
Why did we come to this nice place
About.
and say these things?
Why am I asking? Would you like anything to drink?
Wine.
Fine. Very good. Wow. Really?
Wine with your meat.
All right. A wine, a glass, or a bottle.
Just a glass.
Let's share a bottle.
I share a bottle?
Yeah,
Let's share a bottle of wine. I'm
let's
in.
share a bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine. All right.
Look at that.
Look at
That's
that.
not enough to get too out of hand on.
Yeah.
You know,
Sufficiently, but not
Not
too
with a
much.
belly full of soup.
We have 3 tiers of wine. Which would you prefer?
Top tier.
Very good.
This building's made of gold.
You know, that gets said out loud, and then I start wondering things.
You've made a wonderful decision, sir.
I'm sure
I
that it is.
promise you.
I wasn't saying it wasn't.
will not
wonderful.
regret your wine purchase. As much as I'm regretting this. Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, not for me. I'm well aware that we're gonna make an evening full of horrible decisions. I'm
Then
ready for
I will
this.
return with your meals, your wine, and your room keys. He disappears, and a little bit later he comes back and he sets the plates down in front of you. The meat dish, the meats,
We have the meats.
are actually
From Arby's.
each of them is a half of a rack of ribs. Of what you're not sure,
It is meat.
but it is a half a rack of ribs. It is served with a root vegetable side and a drizzle of some sort of dark sauce over all of it. That large plates, and the sauce is very decoratively covered over the entire plate.
Out of character, I kind of hope it's balsamic.
And, no, think more like the VSR that we used to do.
Oh.
Yeah. It's that kind of place. Yeah, it's like a veal stock reduction that's been drizzled over the
Demi-glace.
last.
Ordered the top tier wine.
And the soup
At a
comes
demi-glace price.
to you all. It is think French onion style soup, where it is like covered in cheese with a large crust
I
on
love
it,
French
and
onion soup.
served in a
It's so good.
smaller
It's my
vessel
fave.
that's bulbous at the bottom, and they are steaming. The bottle of wine gets sat down, and a glass for everyone is sat down as well, and the waiter then uncorks the bottle for you and sets it down in the middle of the table and says, "Please enjoy. If there's anything else I can get for you, please let me know." And he hands each of you your room keys.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Wonderful.
How's your meat sandwich?
Delicious.
Yours is not. Yours is a. You all got half racks or quarter racks of ribs. You got a half a rack of ribs.
With extra meat.
Yes.
The
Double
meat
meat.
covered in meat.
meat witch. It's very good. It's very good. Maybe some of the best food you've ever had. It's,
Oh yeah.
It's outstanding. You can tell that there's a lot of care that goes into this food here. You maybe even get the idea that it might be like this just about everywhere you're going to go here. It's very good.
I'm pretty okay. with
Gaelin's
that.
And you
pretty
have
cool.
and it comes to your mind, this is food at an inn, not at a restaurant.
Right.
This is food at an inn.
It's a really nice inn, though.
It's a really nice inn.
You know what I mean, you know.
Still though.
Soup's good for me.
Yeah,
Soup's
good soup.
Good good soup.
Soup is good food.
I'm glad I ruined that waiter's night to get this, because it's pretty damn good.
Enjoying your soup?
I think he's gonna be okay. I hope he's gonna be okay, but
He's gonna be
ultimately I
alright.
don't care.
It's a nice place, but it's no Ivory Goat.
I'm, you know.
Technically,
Just as you
yeah.
say that, the music starts to kick up.
Oh.
As you now notice, there is a band, a string band,
Ooh.
all playing now, very gently off to the side while you dine.
It's amazing that they taught string to play music.
Do they know Rocky Top?
Play Copperhead Road.
Play wagon wheel.
Sorry.
You are going to be asked.
I'm gonna be hearing all of these songs when I'm trying to fall asleep in heavy rotation today. It's gonna be like a wedding reception in my head.
Oh, do you have song loops while you're trying to sleep?
I have song loops most
Stupid
of the
electric
time.
slide.
I understand.
Sometimes it's not so bad.
Yeah.
So you all come to finish your meals, and the waiter comes back and says, "Very good. If there's nothing else I can get for you, that will be 31 gold pieces and 5 silver."
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, I'll put up, like, I don't know.
6 gold and 1 silver each.
I spent my money on a frog.
I have to feed you? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Spent my money on a frog.
So I guess that's... I'll throw 12 gold and 7 silver at it, keeping in mind that there needs to be a tip
I'll throw
as
in-
well.
I'll throw in 8 gold.
Math.
That makes 20.
Okay.
And you need 31 gold, 5 silver. That makes 20 gold, 7 silver on the table right now.
That's between the 3 of them?
Between those two.
Oh,
What did
those
you throw
two.
down?
I guess.
I'm scared to think
6.
how much
6.
that room's gonna cost.
So that's 26 gold, 7 silver on the table.
Bro, I don't have this kind of...
That was for the rooms, too.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for everything.
We need to get jobs. If we want to keep
How
eating
much is
soup.
left?
Let's see, that's so far 26 gold,
Like
7, and
5.
you owe 31.5.
That's...
So you
5
owe
more? 4 more?
3 gold and let's see, 8 silver.
I'll throw in another 4.
Okay,
4 gold.
so that leaves, what's that, 3 silver left over?
But we have 3 silver uncovered here.
No,
No, that's as tip.
like a tip.
Oh.
All right, he says, "Thank you very much. Please enjoy your stay." He turns around and he leaves.
Excellent.
So why did we need to come to this inn specifically?
I heard it was really good.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Well,
Cool.
And
It was pretty
So
good so
far, you're not wrong.
yeah.
Very fancy.
So
That was a delicious meal.
I guess this really.
I got
was
told
where
by a
those
contact of
murders-
mine back in the
Wild Mount.
Wildmount, right? That that I might have a contact here at this inn.
She's got some terror feet. Can't even remember where she's from now.
Nope, been here too long.
It was because of the Emporium, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, still got my mind blown by all those frogs and birds.
Birds with frogs.
Frog birds.
Frog. Oh, bird
Birds.
frogs. It's very different.
Brogs.
Frogs.
Frog.
Frogs are pretty good. Alright.
So what's next on the list for the Bludgeoneers?
Well, I guess since we're here and you might have a contact here, that's...
So I just figure I'll hang out here for a
Frog.
while and see if anything comes of it.
How late is it?
Let's see. You all just got your food and ate. It was getting to be about evening. It's probably late evening. Not quite night yet, but late evening. Sun's gone down, or going down over the horizon, rather.
So Zilgrim and I should probably start heading back to.
The temple district.
Temples,
Before
yeah.
it gets too dark.
I'm gonna sit and enjoy the music here for a little while down in the restaurant.
All right.
I'm gonna go to the cart.
Yeah. We will meet you guys back here tomorrow.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Be careful out there.
Okay, you two are heading back to your respective temples.
Mhm.
All right. You make your way back to the Temple of Melora, and you're greeted again by the same person who greeted you last time. And they say, welcome back.
Thank you.
Will you be staying with us tonight?
I will.
Wonderful. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
And that's about it.
I'm gonna proceed to my room and go sleepy bye.
Scratch my ass and take a little nap.
How it do?
Your interaction is a little different.
Oh.
When you walk in, your commander is standing there. And he looks up, almost surprised to see you. And he stands there expectingly.
Just finished my shopping for the mission, had some dinner, and I will hopefully be set out first thing in the morning.
You will be set out first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Good night. And he turns around and he goes back into his office.
I love my temple. It's friendly, not scary.
Cleric.
They say sweet dreams.
War boy.
Yeah! A little different.
Well, I will witness
Also,
it
it's
later.
like the hippies and then you got the strength god
I mean,
over
really,
here.
yeah.
The hippies and the Black
This is strong.
Panthers. Like,
So,
outside's a little more militant.
you three, though, stay there in the Radiant Orchards Inn.
Yes.
And you stay in the dining hall and listen to the music for a little while. What are you two doing?
I think I'm gonna hang out with Gorna.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean, I may as well. I'm only just gonna sleep. That's the only other option.
I mean, you could piddle fart.
I mean, you go do weird shit off on your own all the time that we don't know about.
No, I'm gonna hang out with you all tonight. That's gonna be the weird shit I'll do.
Palling around.
Maybe something interesting will happen here.
I mean, you know, it's a big city. Anything's possible, right?
Yeah, we might see a stabbing or something like that.
In a place like this? Probably not.
Well, you know, anywhere they serve drink has a pretty good chance of having a stabbing.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a pretty high class crowd around here, though.
Yep.
Yeah, if anybody's
Everybody-
going to stab someone, it's him.
Everybody loses their temper, though.
Yeah, I think it's
I think we
time
got
to chill
ourselves-
out until it's time I can talk to these guys about their you seem to be a big appreciator of food.
I am a fan, yeah. I like to cook. I to dabble a little bit. It's kind of what this whole thing was about. I have been.
I like to cook too.
Yeah? What do you cook?
Some pies here and there.
Oh no.
That's more
We've
like a-
already had this conversation.
I was about to say, I really feel like we've done this before.
So, yeah, cool. Chat about, dude, you got backstory you want to chat about?
I'm
I'm
just
shitty
Normal
Betty.
conversation.
normal conversation.
Normal
Points.
conversation.
Yes,
Yes,
you guys want to sit around and tell each other our deepest, darkest secrets?
I mean, I feel like I do have one thing that we could chat about.
I'm sleepy. I
What do you-
was
what do
out
you
late
think the
last
best
night.
What do you think the best
At a
way to go
bar.
about finding this Captain Smith guy is that I need to find? Do you have any ideas?
Well, I guess you gotta start by asking around.
True.
Probably should have asked around on the Rhine to see if anybody
True.
knew much of anything about him.
Do you think he's in town here?
It's possible.
I mean, it is the largest
I can't
port
imagine
city.
someone would come to Cetera and just stay in the Rhine on the run.
It seems.
Well, I mean, there's other places to be. There's
Yeah,
what's
but they
that
left
one
a
city?
bloody ship.
It seems
there.
like it'd be pretty tough to track down a single person in this town.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. But how
Especially-
many pale, bald, hairless people are there?
I mean, hopefully,
I don't know.
Here and there. I mean,
I'm from a place where you don't see a lot of those.
Me
so
too.
for all I know, there's some sort of mole people that are just little pale bald guys. Though
I guess for now I just stay the course. Maybe we'll just bump into him.
seems unlikely because how many of them have we seen so far?
well, it seems like we're gonna be here for a while. So, you ask around, you might have some luck.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good talk.
Now shutting off emotionally. Christ on a crutch.
God, it's like talking to my dad.
No, I just,
Oh my god.
everyone shared their input with me, and I feel like I've
Yeah.
taken that in. Next topic.
Next time.
What do you all want to talk about?
Oh, that boat.
That boat.
The ship.
It's a ship. Okay. Fair distinction, but pedantic.
I think I should just maybe sleep.
Maybe I should go. To
Maybe
bed.
we've been sitting here too long.
As
Seems
the
like
night goes
everybody's
on, you
getting-
are all feeling very sleepy.
It
ready
seems
to turn in.
Very, like we're all very sleepy. Conversation's starting to not make any
It is
sense.
now late, and the band is starting to pack up.
We're about to go upstairs and hit some of that good honk shoe, honk shoe.
Yes.
He said, "Yep."
I'm gonna go hit the sack and then go to bed.
You do that.
I'm gonna check my butter bag.
All fine. It's buttery.
Just no punch marks.
No.
I don't trust this guy over here.
It doesn't look like any of your butter has been tampered with, but if you'd like to make an investigation check to make sure, you can.
Nah, top level's fine.
All right.
We don't have to dig too deep into the butter.
I'm gonna take Bernie out of my bag and set him on my nightstand.
Nice. I'm so glad you bought that.
What is Bernie?
I mean, you don't know.
You don't know.
You're not in the room.
I love how we're all just secretly carrying something with a name.
I absolutely am not.
Your butter pouch doesn't have a name.
No, what the fucking name a butter pouch?
I'm already thinking of names for the crossbow, so don't worry.
Start naming weapons. It's good
I've
times.
named 3 things. I've named 4 things.
So
Bernie
y'all-
is a small statue of a donkey that I carry around.
Donkey!
In case you really need to know.
So you
Oh no, I was just
you
curious.
put the figurine on the little end table next to your bed. It looks very happy there.
I bought it from 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
And
I love how you just knew that. You still did it.
I
was
didn't
your
know it.
hand?
I don't think I knew it would. Yeah, maybe I did.
you didn't know it when you bought it.
Yeah, I
you
don't
didn't
think
find
I
out
did.
till after you
I don't
made
think.
it.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't find out until
You said
after.
it so casually that I thought you just.
I mean, I found out. I know. It's the truth.
So
Lord.
you all shut your doors and you get ready to go to bed. And shortly after you shut your door, Gorna, someone knocks on your door.
I'll answer the door.
You open the door and there is a person wearing a robe, a dark blue robe, and it is obscuring their face and their hands are folded. And they say, "Hello, are you Gorna? May I come in?"
Absolutely. Come on in.
Sounds like a vampire.
They step in and they pull to shut the door behind them. It closes shut. And they pull the hood off of hood back off their head, and they remove their hands from the cloak, and you can see now that it is a very tan, bald woman. No eyebrows. Covered in runic tattoos. On just about every bit that you can see. Some of them quite large, some of them quite small, some in circles in places, others in lines up and down. She's covered in them. And they're all of a faint light blue. She says, "Hello, Gorna. My name is Mireille. I am here to officially invite you to the fights that you have been brought here for. Unfortunately, not all of the fighters are ready. You are among some of the first to show up. But it is my duty to introduce you all, to welcome you all to Gaelin, and to give you information on the fights, where they will be located, and what you are to be up against.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
There are 10 fighters. This will be held tournament style, bracket style, where each fighter will go up against another fighter, and it is knockout. Once you win, you will move on to the next round, and the fighter who loses will be out.
Sounds pretty standard.
The location will be kept a secret from everyone until the day of the fight. But it seems that with our current time schedule, you have roughly 3 weeks.
Excellent. Time to prepare.
There will be some rules. Innate magical ability is welcome in our ring. However, weapons are not. Your skill and your ability are what you will be using. Your wit and your strength, anything you may have been gifted on birth or by, by some deity or magic, however you came to acquire it. But no weapons. No blades, no clubs. None shall be permitted within the ring. This is not a fight to the death, however. Accidents occur. We have healers on standby in case the worst is to happen. If there are no further questions, then I will meet you back here in roughly 3 weeks. I assume you will be staying here.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Do you have any questions for me?
Any that you would actually answer?
Depends on what they are.
Well, what's the prize for the fight?
That's an interesting question. I thought that's something you would have been told by now. Well, there's a 25,000 gold prize for the winner. There is also title and prestige that comes with winning this particular tournament. It will open doors for you in the future, should you win this particular tournament.
Excellent. Opportunities for the future.
Grand
Moving up.
opportunities.
Moving up in the world. Well, then I'll see you in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, Dalrin looks forward to meeting you. She turns around, puts her hood back up, and leaves your room.
Did she say Dalrin?
She sure did.
Ooh,
that got spicy.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens.
Alright.
The name's been thrown around quite a lot lately.
Bordeaux. Yep.
So, with that comes sleep. Not a restful sleep. Not for any of you this night. This night comes with dreams. Dreams of darkness. Dreams of chains. And suddenly you are all in a vast void, somehow together. Not asleep, but not awake either. Floating in the ether. And you all begin to realize that coming into vision from the distance is a giant, writhing wall of meat.
I hate this part. I hate this part of the dream. It's
And you
freaky.
can feel it shake.
I don't like feeling meat
You can
shake.
feel it writhe and pulse as it lashes against its invisible barrier. And that's where we're going to end.
Oh man, meat wall.
With the meat wall.
Why's it gotta be the meat wall?